dorky-ass TikTokers piss off the DM as much as we can and play Dungeons & Dragons.
I really want to do the
That's
thing
true.
that you banned us from doing right before stream, and I really, really, really want to do it.
What, dab?
No,
One of us is going to be
the
stupid
stupid
enough to do it
thing.
accidentally, so just hold out. It'll happen
Yeah,
anyway.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
What happened?
I have stop.
I
Why
bought
you like
myself
this?
like 3 pounds of Reese's peanut butter cups, and I'm gonna be eating them to deal with the bullshit these guys are putting me through, audience. So if you hear some crinklage, I apologize.
I apologize.
Aside from that, we have a few announcements. After the stream, we're gonna start putting up videos on YouTube of our of the campaign. We're gonna try to put them in order as best we can. Me and the governor have been working on that for quite some time. It's been a slow process because bandwidths and YouTube's laws and a bunch of other things. Also, my Saturday campaign on the Odd Rollers, also on Instagram, is also going to be streaming on Saturday at 3 o'clock Central Time, or 3:30 Central Time. If you want to watch that, none of these players are in it, sadly, but it's a great group of other TikTokers. Please feel free to join it and watch it as well if you'd like. Another thing for my players and audience, please be respectful of me. I'm trying to have as much fun I am, and they're trying to have fun, so do not be disrespectful to them. Do not call me a hard ass or anything like that. We're here to have fun. We're not here to, get money or anything like that. But there's a lot of time that goes into all of this. What else?
Always love the DM.
Yes. Love your DM. They go through so much crap, not just including just putting up with your guys' stuff, but trying to juggle their schedule. Layla, you're knocking me out with all the affection just in your 2 fingers. Anyway, Layla, information of the Instagram?
It's there.
Exactly, it's there. So our Instagram is up and running. We are the Odd Rollers on Instagram. Please bear with us. We are still trying to work out a few kinks. I actually have a few ideas that I'm probably going to run by everybody and make sure everything's all run and go.
We have there are 2 Odd Rollers
Yes.
on Instagram. Ours is the underscore
Ours
odd.
is the Odd Rollers. Saturday is Odd Rollers. But right now, please bear with us. I do have a few ideas of posting. We all do. But due to scheduling and times and all of us having a life outside of it or not a life at all, we're just very, very busy.
And depressed.
Please bear with us. Please bear with us as we are still trying to work with this. And it is very new and we are trying our best. But please know that it is out there. Please go follow and yeah.
Okay.
Back to you, DM.
Thank you very much.
Nice, Sam.
Anything else? Are the peaches been grabbed?
Yes.
Is
I
the
got
depression
2
there?
No.
2 energy drinks.
Always.
Always?
Always.
Nah, fam.
Salem
Keep it
plushie right next to you?
Ah!
Ola, you ready to be adorable?
Oh.
Always.
Alright.
hell
Everyone go ahead and roll a d20, see how odd we're gonna be today, because we're about to be some odd rollers.
So you know how I said I was ready?
really garbage before stream.
I don't have my dice.
15,
Hold on.
13?
Oh,
You're right.
I rolled an 8.
17.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, so 2. Okay, so we have 3. Hey!
I rolled an even number, you guys. I gotta leave.
So that means something gotta happen to Dax. I can
Second
write that
week
and
in
it's
a
fine.
row, you'll get one more chance next week.
Slam. Oh, I rolled a 6 that time.
That's
Dax.
out of the campaign.
You know what?
Dax.
Let's roll
Dax!
all 4 of them. We'll see.
Somebody come get her.
Oh, they were all odd that time.
Lucy dice gave me a 17.
7.
Mwah.
That was a 19.
Okay, so we're gonna be about 80% odd today. That's fine. That's great. And I'll see how well you guys will survive this session. Ha! Okay, I don't believe that for half a second. So,
Ominous.
a little bit. Last we left off, y'all are back in New York City. Y'all finally had some downtime. You guys were at Layla's, not Layla's. I just looked at you and like, oh, she's pretty. She reminds me of a Minotaur. Lana, and we're on track. Stay hydrated, guys. wish this was vodka. I really wish this was vodka. I heard you, wife. You don't need to do that.
You've never had.
I still want it. Anyway. To recap what happened, Lilith's father is in the Caribbean right now, buying up some moonshiners. They went back to Shaylin's pet store. Luci discovered that he had some sort of connection with the his delivery guy. Not quite sure what extent that is to. Luci also picked up a dog named her Atlas, a mastiff puppy. Shaylin explained to them that Gunthar is on a watch list by Orson's Hounds, and told Lilith also that a Mr. Gatsby was requesting her presence for a friendly game of chess, because apparently she keeps beating him and he isn't too fond of that. The next morning, Gunthar got a haircut and a trim on his beard. Dax got a new suit of armor. Luci contacted her friend Margaret, and told her that she's very, very proud that Luci had made more friends. Gunthar, you've been muted.
I'm just not talking.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure.
I was just like, Lucy's friends? That's us.
Okay.
Really?
That's what I thought you were saying, but...
When did Lucy have friends? Bamboozling us.
Boom.
Elle left her large clay pot at the mansion, just to make sure it was safe. And Luci said, "Hey, Tiffany, I have a surprise for you, a gift, actually. Come visit me in an hour." And because I rolled an 85 on an 80% chance of him showing up, because suspicious, he did. And after some conversations, he said, "Walk with me." And all of you are walking with him. And I believe that's where he left off. It is roughly about 1 p.m. It's a little cloudy. It's a little chilly. And all of you are giving off incredibly angry vibes. Except for Luci, and Dax is just being Dax. So, what would all of you like to do?
I thought I was the only one who was oblivious to literally everything, because I failed my perception checks.
So we're currently just kind of hanging back, or that conversation has ended now?
I believe he bought everyone hot cocoa, or someone offered to buy him hot cocoa when we last left off.
Because yes, he did, because that's when, like, and of course with his perception, he was like, also everyone's behind us listening in on our conversation except for Lilith. And I was like, and I'm just here, like, I was over here, all of y'all were in cahoots or something, and I'm over here like, this is cute. And so, like, that's literally all I was doing for, like, the last half of the session.
I see and hear all, so...
I know he's shocking harassed me because I'm looking at my low HP.
Yep. He did.
Not low, I'm just like, oh yeah!
He did it for, like, half damage, because, like, his normal shocking grass... His normal shocking grass is 2d8,
yeah.
And he did... Yeah. So he's just like, you good? Because, oh, that's right. Luci is trying to sober.
Oh, shit.
So, he's currently buying everyone hot chocolate. What would you like to do?
Thank you, Tiffany.
Buying me hot chocolate?
I thought you bought your own hot chocolate.
I bought my own. Damn.
Oh,
You're an independent woman that don't need no man.
Luci drank all of her hot chocolate because she gave huge lore drops and she hugged Tiffany, and Tiffany was pretending to not like it.
Yeah! That's the last thing I had on my notes, because Dax saw it.
Dax is the only one that caught that Tiffany was pretending that he did not enjoy the hug. Everyone else was oblivious to that. He just kind of like, affection.
Me too, though.
Oh yeah, because oh god, what did I say?
You asked
I
about
said
the name.
something.
The name.
You said
yeah.
that, you told
Starts with
everyone,
a P.
you said really loudly that he found you.
I'm realizing I was a dumbass, because I low-key did out-of-character research on that. It was really just an insult to me, probably. Hey,
well, also the other thing was, and then after you drank all of your hot chocolate, you were like, I could use a real drink now, like, even though you've been sober for like a week.
4
Less
days.
than a week.
4
4
days.
days.
That's a week for her.
Anyway,
It's a month.
so where are all of you headed? Or are you guys just kind of walking along with Tiffany as he's handing all of you hot chocolate?
I mean, we're following wherever Luci and
Guys,
Tiffany are
guys.
walking.
I'm
Heading
just
back
floating
home.
along.
Okay,
Gosh,
we have to go retrieve his
Yes,
present.
Josh?
we could go visit Neffy.
Oh yeah.
Let's do that. Let's go visit
Or
Neffy.
we can go
Uh,
back and get the dog for...
I'm gonna slap my hand over Elle's mouth like, don't you dare!
Oh, no, like, I didn't say that out loud.
Oh.
We can go
You're
retrieve
saying
the
that out
present.
loud.
Just
Plan, I mean,
out for
our
no reason.
plan originally was to go back to the house.
Yeah, we were planning to go get the dog.
Yeah.
So Tiffany can.
Bond.
But I don't
Hunting.
want to bring him
Bond.
Alright,
back.
let's do that. Neffy can wait.
Also, the jar that
Also, love
Neffy
you,
would want.
Steve. If you're watching, we love you.
Yeah. Also, the jar, if you'd want to go talk to somebody, would probably be best to give that to Neffy as well. That's also back at the mansion.
Yeah, but didn't she say that she was gonna help appraise it or something?
Yeah, she was gonna get somebody to come, right?
Right, but that-
Yeah,
she said that was only gonna. Shalayla.
Yeah, Shalaya
Yeah.
said that she was having someone come over.
He's
Right.
got, like,
To check
30
it out.
different
She
names.
said an hour ago, 4 hours ago.
Oh shit.
She kicked us out and told us to go have an adventure 4 hours ago.
Yeah,
That-
wait, did she tell us to not come back until like dusk?
Kicked us out.
She told us not to come back until dark. Like,
She said
Surprise!
you specifically, not L.
are you kidding me? Now she's pushing me out of the house because I have like friends or whatever. But like before, when
Oh,
we first went
isn't
back,
that
she was
the
like, "Get your ass
worst?"
inside right now.
Get the worst. Friends.
Anyway, so are you guys heading back to the manor of O?
Yes.
Daddy's home.
I can go and grab the dog.
Daddy is not home. Daddy is in the Caribbean.
Daddy's always in my heart, okay?
Daddy doesn't exist. He is my father.
He's my father.
I mean, to you, he's father. To L, he's daddy.
And Gunthar.
And
Gunther.
Gunther. Because that
No,
backside.
not to everyone else.
Oof.
He's daddy booty. It's just like
Not me, no.
What?
okay, fine. To L and to Gunther, he's daddy booty.
Daddy booty.
Daddy with the booty.
Hey, a man can appreciate another man's backside in a completely non-sexual way. All right?
Absolutely, absolutely. But that's not the case right now.
No.
Right now? No.
There are so many things I want to say, but I really shouldn't.
Let's
because
reel back in, guys. So,
Dog time.
dog time.
But-
Y'all headed back. It is like a 30-minute walk as you guys are walking back. So,
you know what? I'm going to fly ahead, and I'll tell them that I'll be there waiting for them, and I'm gonna go warn Shalia that we have a very powerful set coming, and they only want what's in Lucy's room. So
I mean, you
is
could
there
go
a
ahead and
way
grab
we
the
can,
dog.
like,
I mean, yeah.
yeah,
Do you
can
wanna
just, like,
touch
grab the
Atlas?
dog and bring him to the front porch, and then like not let everyone inside, because Lilith is still like.
Lilith, as you
I'm
bring the puppy out, all of the guard dogs that are walking by just kind of start like going towards it, curious, because they're a bunch of full-grown dogs and there's a puppy.
6 weeks old. She's a
I will let
baby.
them
Wait.
play with the puppy.
yeah.
I will fervently watch the puppy, but it's also not like I have any means to defend besides killing the dogs. So.
Oh,
I will
hey,
have
we had a
Shalia
present for you,
there.
but it
I'm
died.
gonna have Shalia there with me while I wait for these guys, and she and I will both watch the dog. We'll have all of the supplies.
So you need to remind me exactly how the hell did you get a powerful ocean's hound coming to our doorstep?
Well, it's not my fault.
Darling,
It's Lucy's
everything around you
fault.
is your fault because did you bring these people into your house?
Not willingly.
I was already here, to be fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dax was already
This is
there.
Dax's fault.
But the other three,
Guilty.
we were kind of just running and it happened.
I'm gonna ask this one more time. Did you let them into your house?
No, it was more like Dad did.
If I recall, I summoned a giant sphere around you and I roll you up the stairs because you refused to be obedient.
And you made me puke because of it. That was extremely unpleasant.
I could do it again if you'd like.
Please do not. I much prefer to not.
My point
because of
is,
my own state.
they're under your tab right now. Put it the way you understand. They are like your money. You carry it around with you. You appreciate it, and you sometimes expend it to make yourself have a more pleasant experience, or you stroke at it because you lost a bet. Right?
Actually, I don't have a lot of money right now, so they're
How
not
is that-
here for my. They're here for fathers.
How is that my fault? You're not
Metaphor
listening.
just goes right over Lilith's head.
Point is, they're your charge, regardless of your father put them there or not. You can ditch them like you ditch everyone else in your life.
Ooh.
But I haven't yet.
Because you actually like them.
That's true.
Disgusting.
Disgusted, truly.
Gross.
I'm sorry, I've got a runny nose though. I'm
Me
like
too.
ruining this moment with tissues.
No, she's actually crying. It's fine.
Oh.
I'm not crying!
You're
If I-
crying.
Everyone would know if I was crying. I bet.
So when Gunthar dies, we'll know.
What do you mean when Gunthar dies? He's not gonna die.
What? No responses at all. Just
He's not gonna die. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, you know,
Don't talk about
it's
that.
whatever.
If he dies, he dies. I got
I'm the
room
number
in
one fan of the Gunthar Protection Squad. It ain't gonna happen. Fight me.
Gunthar Protection Squad. That's our GPS.
Oh God.
Oh man,
you gotta find that Lorax GPS.
I feel like
For the
I
trees.
feel like this just
We are
gives
the
more and more
Protection
incentive for
Squad,
Bret to
just
kill
like for
Gunthar.
This isn't. I'm changing this. This isn't points to the big evil bad. This is just how many points I'm gonna use Gunthar when they fight the big evil bad.
How many legendary actions does he get?
Pre-planned pain points.
Anyway,
Yeah, oh gosh, I'm not mean
Shalia.
in real life. It's hard for me to, Shalia. Because originally it was supposed to be Sheila, and then we were like, Shalia. It's like, haven't yet. And we'll see how this goes, because I'm still warming up to them. Is that the proper usage? I've never used that term before.
it would make sense. I can understand what you're trying to say. I mean, I get that. I mean, it took a while for your mother to get warm up to your husband. I mean, your father. Mother warm up to your father.
Your husband. What a lore drop. We thought it was gonna be Lucy.
This family is more incestuous
Lilith
than I
has a
thought.
husband.
Yes, at 21
That's
I got
awful,
married
Gunthar.
solely for the heir
Sorry.
of my inheritance.
Your mother did
Never
take
happened.
a while to warm up to your father. So, I understand.
Anyway, they claim me to be a friend, so I'm working up to that title proper. So,
What do you think they are to you?
well, ever since finding out that my father is paying them to be around me, except for Dax. Dax still loves me. I don't know why though. Although I know she doesn't love me more than her obsession with peaches.
To be fair, I think that woman would kill a bunch of children for a bunch of peaches.
Yeah.
That's
Dax, you sneeze.
This-
Someone's
I'm just
talking
talking.
about me. But that stung. I'm not gonna lie. I felt emotions for that one.
I'll be damned. I didn't think it could happen.
But I'm working on it, trying to be more willing Yes.
While that conversation is going on, what are the rest of you talking about with Tiffany, or is it just awkward silence for the 30-minute walk?
So,
Definitely an awkward 30 minutes.
Tiffany,
Lucy's trying to sober up, like, oh god.
Yes, Mr. Gunthar?
how's the Orson's hounding business going?
I'll have you know, actually, Gunthar, the person that was hired to kill you was not under my charge, but he was reprimanded for
Whoa,
it.
that was a leap, but thank you.
Well, I'm saying it was a good day. That was...
All
Oh,
right.
That's something I meant to discuss with you last time, but you told me to go to hell and piss off, so I decided not to bring that up at that particular moment.
That sounds like me.
I'm gonna put a hand on my head,
So,
and I'm gonna shocking grasp myself to sober myself up more.
Okay. It's a critical hit because I'm not gonna take after rolling against your armor class.
You're really gonna have me out here wasting spell slots, aren't you?
Oh, it's not that bad. Just
um,
am I having it?
If you want to, yes.
What happened 9?
That'd be 4.
I almost put 40.
And Lucy just has a stroke.
40 damage on shocking.
Well, you get what you pay for.
Hair gets kind of puffed up. My hair is currently crazy, so it's ruffled.
So I guess I'm curious, Tiffany. The Changelings said they were working on behalf of you, or not you, but the Orson Hounds. And they were, but they
Yes.
weren't. I'm confused.
So,
Bounty hunter shit.
he kind of points to Lucy. Certain higher ranking ups of Orson Hounds can commission other Orson Hounds to do jobs. But I represent the main branch. I do not put out contracts unless I get it okayed from management.
So you're saying there's like people in the Hounds who do things that
Whatever
aren't-
they want, whenever they want, and there are repercussions for it on occasion. And other times they get passes because they've served for so long, or they're high enough rank it does not matter.
Sounds a lot like government to me.
Anarchy.
No, no
Anarchy.
anarchy, Dax.
Dax, you are literally a priestess in an ancient religion.
I do it for Gunther's sake.
Thank you, Dax.
You're
Look,
welcome.
I'm letting bygones be bygones for Lucy's sake, and also on account of the world might be ending.
I mean, like I mentioned last time, the way the stock market has been booming, it's about only a matter of time before it crashes. But
Oh, have I ever shown Tiffany my arm of the tattoo?
you did that night at the
Okay.
bonfire. But what manner are you referring to, Mr. Gunthar?
What do you know
What
about?
about?
What do you know about Gaia?
Well,
Get on his soapbox.
well,
Here, Dax, give me my soapbox.
Let me pull out my bag real quick.
Bag of holding a box.
it's just a shoebox. It's a tiny little shoebox.
I just sit there like this, like, great, go.
Well, I know for a fact that the ruins underneath are representative of Gaia, and she's been always a kind of a curious figure in my sense. I like visiting the museum that has her sites, which is why I asked to see the axe, because I thought it looked familiar. That's when he told me to fuck off. So a little.
Nerd.
Lucy.
Man, these allergies are really strong today, aren't they, Lucy?
I know. It must be the change of season.
No, I think it's the fact that you haven't had a drink in a while.
Don't make me sad.
What are we laughing about?
Slowly starts crying.
Depression, Gunther.
Ah, yeah, Lucy's got gallons of that.
You have no idea.
So,
I do. Anyway,
oh, please don't let me get in the middle of this.
the only relationship that Lucy and I have, Mr. Gunther, is the fact that I found her and made sure that she was alive. It's not the first time I tried to do that, but the second time was in your company.
find in her dumpster? Like a dumpster, maybe?
That's,
I wish.
that is up for her to explain. I think I might have said too much.
Ah.
Kind of looks over to Luci, who is visibly uncomfortable.
She's more, yeah, she is a little visible. She's like kind of chewing on her lip, like, ah, shit, here we go. And just like, oh, that's nothing. Trying to play it up. It's really nothing, though. You did pick me up, I guess, and this is how we've been since I can remember.
Wait. You can only remember since you got picked up?
How far away are we now? Like, how far?
One
Yeah,
bit.
you get really close, aren't
I'd say that you know what, Gunthar, he explained to Gunthar like how Orson Hounds works a little bit, and he probably did some quick quips against Dax, because Dax would probably make comments about things, and he'd make a comment, then Dax would go silent because she's awkward.
No. Okay, I gotta cross my tent, but like, don't call me out like that.
If you started commenting on your religion, do you think you'd go quiet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Moving on. I'd say you guys are like getting towards the gate of O's Manor. Luci, not Luci. Lilith, you go ahead and see all of them getting closer.
I am now, like, mall walking. Like, I'm avoiding all sorts of conversation about this at the moment, since we are out in public.
Look, all I'm saying, Mr. Tiffany, is that Gaia has returned, and the end is nigh.
Soapbox.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You found ancient ruins,
Yep.
ran in there, started
Yep.
opening shrines to ancient deities.
Yep.
There were side effects for touching things that happened.
Yep.
Next thing that happened is that L, which you're going by apparently, picks up a giant block of concrete, which is impressive to begin with.
Yep.
She was almost buried alive.
Yep.
You met a Greek titan.
Yep.
You continue downward, find one of the greatest archaeological finds of all time, and then, after a vision with a titan, you are shot out by a saltwater pool in the middle of upstate New York City, New York.
Yep.
Yep, that just about covers it.
That sums it up. Oh, I landed in bear shit.
Now it
Important
covers it.
detail.
Do I hear any of this when they're rolling up?
Landed in bear shit.
You hear Gunthar, yeah, and I landed in bear shit.
What up, Lilith?
Hi, Lilith.
She's
I
just
see the
gonna
Duke.
defeated. Just these are my friends. Just like in her head. she's
What
like,
was that?
"These are-" No, like,
Oh,
in her head.
head?
She's like, these are my friends, and she's like waving. She's just like, why did I choose these people of all people? I could have chosen evil people to be around, but no, I chose nice people. Ish.
Hey, Lilith, it's us, your friends. We're back. We've returned.
Please stop. Please stop. Okay. Lucy,
Can I let you tap my
prepared
head
more
against the
gifts.
fence? I'm like, God damn it.
Well, there's the fence, and then there's like these like marble pillars that are in between the fences, like when it starts doing turns and things like that. So you can start bashing your head against a marble pillar if you'd like.
Just like a single tap. Alright.
Lilith will have her thing, like she'll be like, I have your gift ready, and she's like holding it behind her back, like super against my kiss. Or like
The puppy starts like trying to gnaw. The puppy is going, and to kind of like gnaw on your finger, but I rolled a natural 1, so it does nothing. It's like not happy the way that
It's
you're
still
holding it.
teething. It's
Again.
still
Yeah.
Gumming.
Gumming.
It's still coming.
It's just gumming on my
You're going to
finger.
gum it to death.
It's very uncomfortable. I'm like,
I'm gonna walk up to Lilith and kind of just hold my hands up like, thank you.
she's gonna like shove the dog at her. Like, please take this thing. I'm very uncomfortable. I'm a
Which
cat
visual?
person. I don't like dogs. All of its supplies are here as well. I had Shalia fucking whatever. I brought brought it over.
Shush.
That's the only surety is it starts with a sh and ends in a
Shalia.
Shalia.
Okay,
Thank
because you called her
you, Lilith. That's really kind of
I don't
you.
want him inside my house.
I
I
wasn't
have
going to
alternative.
bring him inside your house, honestly.
You were?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, well, that's good. Either way, I prepared it for you, so we save time.
Thank you. I was actually going to ask you that if I managed to slip away easier.
Well,
But thank
didn't.
you.
of course.
I didn't, because you already left.
Miss Lilith, this is a very nice estate. And you act like I haven't been here before.
Thank you for the compliment of my estate. It is very nice. I like it. It is my home.
Is it the state?
So.
And
Oh my gosh.
I guess I'm not going inside then for a... I mean, it is lunchtime.
Nope.
I'm sure Mr.
You can go get the meat pies.
Meat pies!
30-minute walk. It's like...
Oh, 30 minutes is a long
I'm.
time.
Lilith is gonna look to Shalia and just be like, I don't know what to do now. Like, like small vulnerable moment of Lilith of like, fuck, I didn't prepare for this part. Like, this is above me.
Fuck it. We have, near the tennis court, we have a small picnic table. We can prepare something good to eat out there. Is that okay with everyone?
There's a tennis court?
And a pool.
The hell's a
It's
tennis?
a little cold for the pool.
What's tennis?
What's tennis? Tennessee.
You're the
Gunthar,
only 10 I
You're
see.
the only Tennessee.
Gunthar wouldn't even know what Tennessee is, to be fair.
Because
Anyway.
he's just playing racquetball out in the woods with a pine cone and a fucking net.
I'm a civilized individual. I play badminton. Thank you.
With real birds.
Yeah,
He's a lacrosse kinda guy.
Little birdie.
Finches.
Predecessor to Angry Birds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Lilith will be like, alright, to the tennis courts, and she'll, like, float along and lead everyone over there and just follow me.
As we're walking, I'm gonna lightly shove the dog in Tiffany's direction and say, I got you a present. Have this.
A
Her name's
dog?
Atlas. Her name is Atlas. Take it. You're lonely.
kinda-
Take the dog.
You're lonely.
Right.
He looks at the dog and still looks at him. I don't think Atlas suits her. He just kind of...
You are more than willing to change her. I just picked out her name so that way.
You want me to ask her
Right.
her name? I can do that.
She's 6 weeks old. I don't think she knows how to talk.
I got a mouth on her. Damn.
Oh.
Oh
no.
Aside from Luci and Elle, who else speaks Elvish?
Me.
Is that you?
I also speak Elvish. Look at me go.
Okay. He'd look at it and say, your name is Clarity. And he kind of puts her down, puts her on the leash, and starts walking her, and she just starts following, trailing along, no struggle whatsoever.
Did you just cast a spell on this small dog?
You don't know.
Do I, though?
Lilith would have no idea. She probably wouldn't even pay attention. Except you heard, your name is Clarity, and he put down the dog.
I'm having flashbacks to our Friday campaign every time.
I am too. I go,
I-
is this dog gonna give us 3 questions? Or 3 answers?
Anyway.
Dog gonna give us...
Lucy's gonna feel a little proud, like, I did something. Like, I seem like I did something right. She's gonna have like a little, like, yeah. I did
so
something.
proud.
I don't know what I did, but I did something.
You did a thing. And we're proud of you.
Just did a good thing.
I don't
Was it a good thing though?
I don't regret this thing.
What if
I
Tiffany
did.
was not ready to take care of a
He's
dog?
now ready. He now
You
has
thrust a
lonely
dog upon
a dog.
him.
He's been taking care of Lucy this whole time.
He's got plenty of
Dog.
experience.
Dog, Lucy, same thing, right?
Dog's probably easier.
It's certainly less neurotic.
Less alcoholic too.
Yeah.
Less of an issue. Just throw her outside and her dog's fine. Though Lucy outside, she comes banging at the door at 2 in the morning.
Anyway, the picnic table is beautiful white, and it is actually glass for the majority of it. There's kind of a rim around it made out of wood. You begin to see a spread being made. There's hot chocolate, there's tea, there's broth, soups primarily. It looks like that they're preparing for you, because it's chilly. It's maybe in late 30s to early 40s temperature-wise.
So beautiful.
Definitely,
weather.
like, it's delightful
Sure.
weather for us that appreciate the cold, but for those of us that are from Arizona, California, and Texas, that is just
like the cold.
Hate it.
Honestly,
Hate
it's
it.
Ghostin'.
usually, well, you said it's
Hate it.
October now?
Just barely, right? It's like the 5th or 6th.
Yeah, it's usually hitting in the 50s, 50s, 60s right now.
right. It's like, but like I said, it's in the 30s, 40s. It's just an off day. New York has plenty of off days. I mean,
Not as
New
many
York
as
weather,
Texas.
As a New Yorker, is
Texas is
super
just
freaking
awful.
crazy.
I
Snowy
live in the
one
East
day
Coast.
and
I
bright
know
and
how-
hot.
I don't want to talk or hear from anybody about fucking weather. All right?
You were talking about Texas? We literally have 4 seasons in one day. It was like 20-something degrees this morning,
Here.
and this afternoon it was like 55.
Guys. He's from Colorado. He lives in Colorado.
But Texas.
I'm from all friggin' over. I've covered all of the West. You've covered all of the East.
All my exes live in Texas.
Living in Texas. And I'm here.
Safe.
In Satan's armpit.
So,
Anyway.
what are we eating for lunch? I'm hungry.
Is
You're
that how you
drinking
ask, Gunther?
May I please have some lunch, ma'am?
Beef stew. We also
Ma-
have a pork and bean soup, and we have it in a bread bowl, regular bowl, or you can have some baguette to dip it in.
Can I have a bread bowl and a baguette to dip in it?
I mean, there's
I like bread.
sure.
The game changer right there.
That's right.
Shit, we're being spoiled.
Hell
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Did we cater Panera or something? I love
We founded Panera.
I mean, the only person that probably be alive and long enough to do that would be the elves and the dwarf.
We're like a
Fine.
more. No, we're not.
Fine.
I'm hungry.
Actually, now I want like some like bread bowls and like. Also, there's also clam chowder because it's the East
I'm
Coast.
gonna have a beef stew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like,
Woo!
Beef
Clam
stew
chowder.
sounds delicious.
I know I do this a lot. What the hell is a clam?
It comes from the ocean.
That was in the water.
Oh, like a
it.
fish.
What's the ocean?
I
They're
don't-
like in these little shells, and then rip it open, meat in there.
Oh, sounds tasty.
Rip it open.
That's great.
Sounds kind of like a crawdad.
Yeah, bit.
Kind of, sort
I
of.
feel like Gunther's gonna find every excuse to slip in the word daddy. Or that's just Josh.
It wasn't intentional, so it's subconscious.
It's cat influence on you.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, daddy.
Just as long as Bret doesn't say it that special way, he knows I hate it. Don't do it.
Say it to me special.
Serve you papers.
Oh,
Sue you.
daddy.
Hey, hey.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
I hate you all.
Damn, we're really getting off track now.
Yeah, it's fine.
It
Not
was
because that was
beautiful.
mine. I'll take off some points. That's on me.
It was really worth it.
Oh yeah.
The D.
Man, this
Anyway.
beef stew is so good.
Yeah, I like the clams too. They're all mushy.
This is food.
Ah, Miss Leah.
Yes,
I
love.
have a quick question about the thing I left.
Mhm.
Is it worth anything? Did you manage to find it?
Yes. According to the gentleman that I brought in, a great fella, works at the museum, said that that given its age, and the museum is kind of having a difficult time right now. It's a whole thing about archaeological digs being, not considered irrational, things like that, but for that, and because it has been authenticated, because of how good condition, though it didn't look like it was covered in salt water recently, so he did duck down on the price a little bit. I think he said somewhere between 75,000 to 100,000 gold pieces.
What? I like how we all play it. We all were waiting.
Lucy's taking a drink and figures that number.
Except for Lilith, who's just like the wealthy girl, and she's like,
Meh.
Oh, it's just pocket change.
Excuse
Yes,
me?
because I have 500 in my account right now.
That jaw's worth how much?
I got clam chowder in my nose.
Anywhere from 75,000 to 100,000, depending on. They did have to get some more research done to it to verify it completely.
As of late, it's only
Yeah.
100. Like, if we leave it there, it'll probably accumulate wealth on its own.
Wait, we're gonna put it back in the ruins? Is that what you're saying?
No. We're
I'm
going
gonna
to
steal that fucking jar.
Oh.
I'd
Well,
like
well,
to see you try.
Let's not let
Tiffany-
money tear us apart, guys. Come on. We got it.
Tiffany's like, I'm sorry, what? The jar that she stole?
I did not.
That's
She
what-
didn't steal it.
I was
You
given
didn't
to
steal
as a
it.
gift by Prometheus himself. I didn't know.
You
That's
you
true.
took
Yeah.
it. You stole.
met
You
Prometheus.
took it off of a pleasure plate, which caused the trap to
How
go
would
off.
he know that? How would he know
I
that?
didn't know there was a
I told him,
Yeah, how
remember?
does he know that?
Oh.
DM, gracious, loving.
Gunthar, come on.
Well,
You were there! You didn't stop
when you
me!
guys were talking, when you guys were walking, Gunthar explained the entire story.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's right.
He said that when she picked it up, traps started falling. So he's deducting, because his intelligence is a 20, that it's
Oh
a pleasure
yeah, and
plate.
I nearly got buried alive.
Yep. He remembers that too.
How did you forget that, Lucy?
I
Repressed
don't like to
thoughts.
think about it.
You
It's
just-
repressed thoughts.
I have repression.
First of all,
Clearly.
it was an actual pot when I first found it. It was a freaking big clay.
That's true.
I don't know where my accent is going. It's going more Irish right now than it is.
I miss.
Miss Fraser, I'd rather you not raise your tone at me. I'm just stating things that I'm aware of.
First of all, I did not raise my tone. Okay. I was simply stating a fact. It's mine. I found it. Okay.
I know. I'm just.
Back
for the
up,
fact you
and I
stole it.
raised my fucking crossbow at it.
Oh my god!
Slightly, just slightly above the table.
Guys!
Like, anyone who messes with me right now, do not take my shit.
I'm not taking it. I'm just stating a fact that you're technically. What's the
You
word
might
for
not
it?
take it now, but you could hire somebody to come take it.
Yeah, fucking Orson's Hound.
Tiffany, are you implying that we are grave robbers?
I was gonna say archaeological finders, because if
Oh,
that
yeah.
place is canon to actual Greek mythology, and if that has been authenticated, that means it'd probably been there for a couple thousand. It's no longer a grave at that point, don't you think? Maybe a tomb.
Nephew
Sure.
helped us. Nephew had all the notes on it. That's why I think we're gonna go see it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Didn't she
my
tell us not
friend.
to use her actual name when we were telling people about this?
That's also true. Our
Yeah.
friend Sarah is affiliated with the
Really
museum.
love our friend Sarah.
Sarah.
I think it was more like don't use her name when we're like telling the world about the return of.
You literally just told an Orson's Hound what her real name was. That's kind of like telling
4
the world.
times.
I will say that was not just me. Everybody else used your name as well.
That's also true.
I literally have said nothing about that exchange this whole time.
Well, you were mucking about with the dog. You weren't even there.
Yep.
That was an unenjoyable experience.
Shayla.
Shalia.
Lilia.
Shalia.
Yes, darling.
You got any brandy?
In front of a.
Something?
In front
Nope,
of a.
she's got
hound?
water for you.
Lots of
He knows
water.
I drink. He knows I have an issue. He sent me to counseling. Fucking, just give me a drink.
She kind of
Send
looks
me
at.
to counseling. I want that on a t-shirt.
Sent me to AA meetings.
Like, she looks to Tiffany, and Tiffany's like, I didn't vote for it.
I don't think she did either.
Short time later, she brings out this large crystal jug, equivalent of. She pops it open and pours it out. It is just whiskey.
4
It is
days.
whiskey.
0 days.
You can just say Jack Daniels.
Quick question. So what shall I do about the vase? Should I bring it to the museum, or should we do more testing on it?
Were you asking that to Shalia or to Tiffany?
Yeah. No, Shalia, fuck Tiffany.
Am I the only one who lost my boy?
Put it
Yup.
30.
Your Orphan's Hound boy.
I know my horse and home boy. Cutie.
I would say it'd probably be best to have probably sent to the museum. If you sell it to them, like I said, they'd be willing to part with that much. I also know that probably O would probably also pay a hefty price for it as well. He loves collecting things like that. I tried to
Did I
convince him
forget
not.
to mention that?
I had to convince him not to buy the Mona Lisa one time.
Must
That
be
was
nice
fun.
to be that rich.
I remember that. That was fun.
I'll just kind of like turns to Gunthar, just like, what should I do? Should I give it to O? Should I give it to the museum?
We should give it to the museum.
Ah!
Well, if we put it in a museum, people could come and look at it and learn about the Greek gods, and like it sits in some wealthy dude's collection. I mean, no offense to I like him. He's a good fella, but what good is it gonna do? Plus, we get a little money either way. I mean, we might as well do a public good.
Definitely, and I mean, I'd share the money with you, the rest of the gang, but
Yeah.
definitely, I like that idea. Alright, so I guess we could swing by the museum later today or something.
I like it.
Go
I
see
think it's a
Nathan.
good idea. I also like that we're wearing matching shirts today, Elle.
Shay. We are.
I have a strange feeling that God's wearing the same thing.
Yeah, we're looking very much in the image of our god.
Damn.
Our God.
I'm pretty sure both of you worship different deities.
Yeah.
Damn, who I worshipped. Damn, who I worshipped.
Who's God?
God.
It's bold of you to assume I'm not God.
I knew that was coming.
I mean, that just means you're narcissistic. That's all it means.
But we sipping my whiskey.
I've known
We talked
people
about
on
it.
that level too.
The Furbolg clan that she lived with, the Frasers, they believed more in the spirits of the earth instead of actually
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, I forgot that your last name was Frasier, and my first thought was the TV show. And
I
was
love
like,
that
"So
show
She hides under
so much.
pianos. Is
I
what I'm
don't know
hearing.
what to do with those salads.
Like the first time Elle sees a piano, she's gonna be like, "I'm nervous," and then hides under it. Like that's my first automatic thought. And that's
So that-
literally the only thing I know about the Frasier TV show. Like,
Oh, it's so great.
literally.
It's so much fun.
My mother
Um,
loved it.
So we'll have lunch and then we'll maybe go to the museum. Does that make sense?
We should probably wait a couple days so that way we can make sure that she's gonna be there for it.
You don't think she's back?
Maybe.
I think that's
Casey, if
Mina's
you're
way of.
watching, I love you. I'm giving you more opportunities.
I think Mina's trying to convince me to let Casey back onto the show.
Just for like an hour.
I mean, that would be
I'd love to
great.
see her genuine reaction to this jar, though. Like, she'd be like, "This is a jar of dirt." If you
This is too dead.
Excited.
Anyway, I do believe before you all leave, Luci need to explain herself on a few things.
Yeah, Lucy.
Ow.
Lucy, you take 3 points of damage from hitting your head.
No,
with-
that was me.
I know.
I hurt myself.
I know. You hurt your character as well.
Well, this is getting fucking meta.
I tried to slam my head on the table. I hit the corner of the desk.
and you actually hit your head on.
I know, it hurt. Like a
Okay,
week.
baby.
Aww.
You okay?
I'm okay. As long as it wasn't my arm, I'm okay.
Oh, true.
What the fuck do I need to explain? So,
I don't think you can really be traveling with these people if you're not going to be honest with them.
of course I'm honest with them.
Insight check. The chick with the +0. May I?
Go for it, yeah.
12.
17 on my deception.
Fuck you.
She seems honest.
Does my passive
Like,
insight
this
pick
is
up on
Lilith,
this?
She's just like,
Yes. Yes, absolutely. She is lying through her fucking teeth.
Gotta love that passive insight of 18.
yes.
That's just ridiculous.
Perception 22.
23 now. That
Oh,
+3 proficiency
shit.
bonus.
Just keeps going.
Fine, Chuck. Guess it's out in the fucking open. Ask away! I don't care. I'm gonna start drinking from the bottle.
No.
Shillia does not like let you grab it, like it's in her hand, and she's like,
I'm gonna politely hold my glass up then.
She pours it with a nod.
Thank you.
Better.
But ask away. I don't care at this rate. It's out in the open. Guess. Though I can say I don't know how honest I'll be. Honestly. I'm
Man,
being
if only I had
honest.
Zone of
That's
Truth
a double
prepared.
negative. That is a double negative of honesty.
So, you had amnesia, huh?
No.
Gunther's playing bad cop right now.
I think Gunthar is trying to play as the secretary of the cop because he doesn't know what a cop is.
Gunther's just asking a question.
Hold on. Next, did you say you have a zone of truth prepared?
No. I was like, man, if
Save
only
my
I
ass.
did.
Save my ass.
I don't
So-
know if Tiffany knows it. Let me check real quick.
See, but that means everyone in this zone would have to too. And I don't want to play that game.
That's only if we fail our charisma checks.
Yeah, your girl has a +0 charisma. I don't want to play this game.
+3.
What are we doing?
I have
Lucy,
plus
just
5.
tell us what's going on. Why are you being evasive? I mean, Tiffany's
I don't
essentially
like talk-
alluded to it to a billion times.
Because he's a bit of a dick sometimes to me about it.
Do you think we're gonna be a dick to you about it?
No?
He does not have it.
Hmm?
He does not have it, no.
Man.
So why
Yeah.
don't you just tell us then?
You know what? That's good. That's a good thing.
Time to pull up my backstory notes to see what I can lie about.
Yeah. Good luck beating my 18.
Hey, Lucy.
I feel like this is what's gonna happen. She's gonna lie about something, and then Dax is gonna be like,
Nah.
Just look.
like, bitch, stop.
I'm ready to make
What,
these insight
Gunther?
rolls.
We-
Get the lasso of truth out.
you said we were friends. You wouldn't lie to friends, and then he's gonna give her like big ass puppy dog eyes and nudge L to do the same thing. You wouldn't lie
Lilith
to your
doesn't know how
friends,
to
would
do
you?
this, but she sees the trend, so she's gonna go like this and then like try and like intimidate.
Reverse.
Jackson was sitting there
Dax
like-
is just sitting there. She's like just naturally just
watching.
Like, go
Just
fuck yourself. and
Dax,
try to
and
lie.
like sitting next to Tiffany, he's like, could you pass the salt, please?
She's like,
Thank you.
I don't care enough about this to be worried.
right.
Fine. I will be as honest as your. I will be honest with whatever you ask me, and as my friends, I promise I will not lie.
Great. What's your whole story?
Mr. Gunthar, I think she's referring to like yes or no questions. She'd be honest too.
All right.
I can answer some word questions. I just
Some short
True, dear.
answer.
short answers.
Fill in the blank.
Yes.
True, false.
True, false. Ask me about my
It's a game of charades. 2 words.
2 words, 1 syllable.
So what?
Movie.
Do you remember what happened to you before Tiffany found you?
No.
Okay. So you got some sort of
Lilith is
amnesia.
gonna whisper to Dax, and she's gonna be like, we could just get really drunk and play spin the bottle again.
I mean, we could. It's a little early to start day drinking, but.
It's just fucking
According
hungry,
to
man.
Lucy's message.
So if you can't remember your past, Lucy, why are you being so evasive? Like, there can't be that much to hide, right?
Is Gunthar eating ice cream again?
Gunther's eating an egg,
Oh,
Lucy's
which
gonna,
is canon right now. He's found an egg somewhere and is eating it.
Lucy's just gonna down the rest of her drink.
okay. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Sweet.
I'm guessing this is cup 3 of whiskey, so
It's actually cup 2.
A miracle.
It's also been a while.
True.
16.
you're pretty good. You're feeling okay.
Feeling good. I have amnesia.
Yep.
I don't remember anything from 2 years, 6 months, and 14 days ago.
That is specific.
Very specific.
I'm gonna look at Tiffany like, do you see what I'm doing here?
He is not. He's just currently enjoying his bread bowl of clam chowder with corn.
I love corn.
It's great.
Well, I helped to tell you this, Lucy, but having amnesia ain't illegal, so why are you so worried about telling us that?
Amnesia ain't a crime.
Yeah.
Unless.
I mean, you don't know what your previous crimes were, so it's like, you're off the hook.
Okay, I'm prefacing this now. Lucy wears an undershirt. She's gonna start taking off her button up that she wears.
I like how
She's gonna...
you go, I have a shirt underneath.
I'm just gonna keep eating my beef stew.
My first immediate thought was slut alert. Oh no.
Exactly why I was like,
Cover
she
your
has
eyes.
an undershirt on.
Tiffany's like, oh, for crying out loud. Really?
Just had to see
At
What?
lunch?
I have a shirt on. Is Ellen
Elle's
doing
excited.
this?
Elle's excited. Oh no.
I just love boobies.
Well, to be fair,
I've seen lots of tits. I mean, she's seen a lot of furs.
What?
you've seen furbulk tits?
So it's totally
You see some udders?
my heart.
Why is it whenever we talk about tits and ass? Boobies and booties. Everyone. Everyone get on. And then there's just
Fine.
Josh eating some fucking ramen.
She's not carrying the ass hat.
Part of me has a burning question about furbulk anatomy, and I hate myself for
They
it.
do not have udders. They have regular breasts like anything
But
else.
are they fuzzy? Do they have like fuzzy boobies?
That question raises a lot of questions. Like, do you think udders are fuzzy? Or, like,
Well,
what?
no udders aren't fuzzy, but he said that they have udders.
Ew, but now I'm just imagining like cow udder.
We are derailing so hard.
I'm so sorry.
Because I'm taking off my shirt.
Okay,
Undershirt underneath.
Guys,
Okay, Lucy, continue taking
I
off
have
her
so
clothes.
many questions now.
After the stream, we'll try to answer
Hold
them.
on.
I will
Hold on.
explain.
Guys,
Okay.
somebody come get her. She's acting like a stripper.
Ah!
Hey, it's canon. It's canon.
Oh my god, my stomach hurts so much.
My brain hurts.
My brain always hurts.
That's for an entirely different reason, Alyssa, though.
Hey.
Alright. Lucy's just gonna start taking off her shirt and just like gently setting it down.
I
Okay.
know what she's doing.
All of you see along her shoulders, her arms, and even like just going down where her undershirt is, there are several different scars, look like burn marks, piercing slashes.
They've seen it vaguely before when I was at O's dance, when we were at O's dance, but I had a shirt on.
You had your coat over it, so.
Yeah.
There's
So it's like all up her neck,
Shush.
her arms.
Shush.
Shh, lower drop.
I'm sorry.
And I'm gonna take off my. I keep forgetting. Lucy has gloves, like Fingos gloves. She's gonna take like basically anything she can except for her shirt and her pants, like anything visible. She's gonna like take off and like kind of show like this.
Attack, make a perception check.
Let's see if they treat me right. Got love, advantage. Yes. Plus one more.
Plus a point.
I rolled a 12 and a 13 because advantage. Shield. I can't math. 21.
21. What languages do you speak?
Celestial Common, Egyptian, Elvish, Latin, and Sylvan.
There are ruins that are barely visible, written in a language that you do not understand.
Ah!
Fuck! I got excited. Damn it!
How much do you want to bet they're in Primordial? I bet they are.
Those are some nasty scars there, Lucy.
Looking at her fingers, your skin looked like someone repeatedly like ripped off the fingernails. Like the skin is not fully healed since then.
Oh, why would you see that?
Oh, why you would do that? I didn't even know that.
You didn't ask.
That hurts my fingers.
Her body looks like it's been broken several times over. There are spots where it looks like maybe some bones have been sticking out that replaced. Like there are some burns and scars that don't look natural. Salem is coming after Gunthar. It's happening now.
Claw to the throat, dude. Not cool.
You want to be friends?
Damn.
Sassy, don't look
My
at his
cat
eyes,
can
it'll
be friends
possess
with
you.
your cat.
I feel like if the cats met, Josh's cat would attack that plushie like so hard, so
Probably
fast.
My cat is so soft and stupid, she'd be terrified of it.
My cats are all just cuddle bugs.
I mean, I'm low-key terrified by it. I mean,
Yeah,
look at
me
this
too.
thing.
How could you not be?
Like, she's literally hugging me right
I
now,
still
like
think
she
he's
just goes...
really cute, but also
Make a flower crown for it.
yes, Bret. We can make a cloak for it. Cloaked cat.
Are you saying that Salem is actually me in real life?
Yes. Maybe not as evil, but
Anyway.
like, definitely as sarcastic. Anyway. Wait, did you actually mean that like Salem was like coming up behind Gunthar as she's like stripping?
No. Salem is currently eating out of his small food dish and enjoying some beef stew. The puppy is not wanting anything to do with Salem.
Well,
Good.
I'm
Oh, the
actually
puppy
gonna
saw
look
what he
down-
did.
I'm kind of gonna whisper. I'm gonna like try and like low key like whisper at Salem and be like, "Do you recognize any of those?"
Oh yeah. And just continues to eat.
I need more than just an "oh yeah" Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
Wife, I need
no.
to make a wisdom saving throw because Kool-Aid Man does not exist yet.
Oh no.
Just like
Oh,
break
no.
my own
Oh,
universe,
no.
break my own alternate universe. That's
Is
some
that a
bullshit, bro. Did
You
I
take
injure myself
eh.
reference to the Kool-Aid man?
You take 6 points of psychic damage for referencing a thing that does not exist yet. Because you crit failed. Because you crit failed. I rolled a 3 on a d4.
It could have been worse.
You suck! Why would you do that?
The rules
Oh,
always let it
no.
feel a critical fail.
Alyssa.
Damn it, Alyssa.
So, you got all these scars, Lucy. You don't know where they came from?
Wanna know how I got these?
Scars.
So do I, because I don't know where they came from.
So do I. 'Cause I have no idea. Yeah,
I'm gonna.
she's
pick
like kind of struggling to say because she's like being vulnerable, but she's like, I don't know. I don't know how
up- I
they.
hate this.
I hate this. At first, I thought they were just bird birthmarks, really, but over recent events and whatnot, I realized that they are scars.
That's what birthmarks look like.
Have you ever been birthed?
Yes.
I feel like I need to
So,
make a fucking
yeah.
wisdom saving throw against that.
Go for it, Gunthar. Roll for
I
embarrassment.
really don't know why.
No,
I
obviously we were hatched.
Got a 12.
Like,
You're like,
genuinely don't know why I said that.
Ow.
you're a little red. You're a little red in the face, and just embarrassed.
Lilith, you're smarter than that.
Yeah, I just touched my arm. Yeah, I don't know where they really came from, and I've kind of just had them since I can remember.
Can I take a closer
Yes.
look?
By all means. She's only gonna hesitate for a moment, but like, okay, like, I'm
Okay.
trying to trust you.
quality bonding
This is
time.
the greatest trust exercise ever.
Gunther,
Look at my scars.
as you zoom right into her face, start looking around. They're not that difficult to see, but you do see a bunch of strange-looking symbols and doodads and little doodles, if you would, that are kind of up and down her arm, almost like in lines. Like every inch is just covered in some sort of like ruin. What languages do you speak?
Good question. Primordial,
Mm-hmm.
Druidic, Common, Dwarvish, and a wee little bit of Greek, right?
Yes, a wee little bit. It's in a language you do not understand.
God damn it! I know what we need.
You got
I know
writing
what
on your
languages-
arms, Lucy.
I am going to pick up my cat. And I'm gonna be like, you said you know what these mean, right? And I'm gonna pet him, like, very suspiciously.
Are you saying this out loud?
Salem, can you read this? I'm like,
Just-
shove him.
He puts his face into her arm. He's like,
She's instantly gonna like recoil back, like, nah.
Pretty please, Salem, will you read this? I am curious now.
he says something in your head, Lilith. Consent is key when you're going to read someone's arm.
I said pretty please. I say that back to him in my head.
I'm talking about her has to consent to me reading her arm.
Oh. Lucy, tell him that he can read your arm. Please.
Lucy, give him consent! Do it now!
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
100% Elle, you're watching as Lilith is grabbing her black cat and trying to shove it into Lucy's arm, and Lucy is
Yeah,
not
no, Elle's
having it
confused.
at all.
Lucy's gonna like really hardly bite her lip and just like begrudgingly, like very like hard, like goes fine. She's very much on edge, just having him near her.
Read, please.
Oh, she said please. That's good character growth.
Wow,
Oh,
a miracle.
I said please like 4 times. Like, I'm honestly.
Yeah, I
Who
fucking
are
know.
you?
Holy shit. What'd you do with the
I mean,
real
I
one?
guess, I guess while this is happening too, Elle just kind of looks over at Lucy and she's. I know it's been really hard for you to actually tell us all this information. So I guess thank you. Just know that we're here for you if anything ever happens.
Speak for yourself, Lilith. You see as the cat opens his mouth and just starts talking. He goes, yeah. Speak for yourself.
Tiffany's here!
Tiffany just kind of looks at him. Mr. Tiffany, could I borrow your glasses real quick? I left mine in my room.
I feel like Salem just likes trolling people.
He really fucking does.
Can I look at Shalyn, like hold out the glass again, like please, please.
I have the
please.
Rocket Raccoon image of like, can I have I need that man's arm, and then when he gets them, he doesn't need it at all.
You need Batman's eye.
You notice, Lucy, as you go put your glass, you see that Shalila has her hand on her, like, warhammer that she has on her back, like she's ready to, like, drop it on Salem if he tries anything.
Oh, fuck, that's right. I forgot.
Fuck him in.
I'm just gonna like look at her pleadingly, like, please, I need a drink.
I want alcohol.
She gently pours it, and she's keeping, like, her eyes are fixed onto Salem.
Just read it, you damn cat.
Oi! Things like this take time and they're complicated. This is high quality work.
Do I notice Shalia is looking at my cat with murderous intent?
No, you're kind of confused why on earth that Salem needs glasses, because you know for a fact he doesn't need glasses.
It's for the look.
I guess while
He's doing it for attention.
Tiffany's
she's like begrudgingly holding her arm out, she's gonna like look at Tiffany with like
like-
deep fear in her eyes and like just trying to mask it by drinking really fast.
With all due respect, sir, I'm gonna have to say no to my glasses. I do need these to see.
Oh, you're a blind child.
I love it when we make Bret talk to himself.
Yeah.
It's just like when you guys aren't around, though. Like,
That's very true.
I mean, I know that feeling.
Oh shit.
anyway.
I'm gripping the glass so hard and just
Salem kind of hops onto the table and says, "Scoot out of the way. I need a place to read the arm. I can't just, like, your arm is twitching because you're so terrified," which is flattering, but I'm a taken man. So, just put it down.
Taken? What?
Just take your arm off and put it on the table.
fucking
Is
slap
all
it
that-
off.
There's the Lilith I remember.
I've got healing, it's fine.
That's a
The
regenerate.
entire time she's sitting, she's just gonna like not look at Salem, but she's gonna like dart around the room, but mainly focus on Tiffany because she's like, "Hey, you're my anchor point at this rate." Because you know it.
Trauma!
Oh,
Trauma.
fun. Actually, I do need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Mm,
Yep, I had that
good
feeling.
luck.
You know you. 13. Still good.
You're still good.
decent.
Um,
I'm still kind of good. DC's 14.
yeah.
I'm twitchy.
And you can't go through your arm still. He's like, I can't read this, but I want you to be remain perfectly still to show submission. But regardless, it's actually not that complicated. So according to this, it's a soul shatter and reformation spell.
You need to show Corey your arm. It's a soul. Yes, no, I know. It's a what now?
It looks like some sort of, like, they took some very dark magic found in Tears of Hell that I'm not even really usually invited into, and decided to take some of the soul stars that you can collect at some of these places. It looks like penmanship is awful, but then again, you've had a lot of scars since then.
What are you, flying cat?
Well, does anyone have an anti-magic room or anything like that around here?
I have dispel magic.
I would not suggest that.
I got
I'm gonna break
nothing.
my
then.
cat again.
Good.
No.
Anti-magic room, anti-magic bracelets, handcuffs, anything?
Tiffany.
Yeah, Tiffany, you got them.
Tiffany, like, bruh.
No, I'm not doing that.
I can make a tidal wave.
I don't think that would help.
Insight check on Tiffany.
Go for it.
He said he wouldn't. He didn't say that he didn't have the means.
They're obviously dangling like off his belt right now. He has them on him.
Kinky.
Tiff, can I just see them, please? It's probably nothing. You know you can get them off me.
Just 12.
I mean, he seems honest. He does not want to do this. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Me?
Damn it, I want an advantage.
Disadvantage.
Wait, Lucy, right?
Disadvantage. You said persuasion?
Yeah.
Damn, okay. I'm seeing now. That's an 8.
But my question is, why doesn't he want?
I don't know.
Because it's Salem.
It's an 8.
Wait a second. Tiffany, if you don't want this to happen, then that means you know what would happen if we did it. So what's gonna happen?
Maybe she should finish the story about me finding her before she decides to explain all this.
Yeah, tell us that.
It's okay.
She's just gonna like look at Salem while she's like dead ass and just like kind of look around and just go, I was found In an abandoned warehouse? As I look back at my backstory notes, because I can't remember exactly.
What was the date?
I remember
2006.
March 17th, 1998. No, 1918! 98!
We got a time traveler in here?
Oh boy.
That night, I was given a call to fight because there was unexplained cult activity that actually destroyed some of the power grid in New York City.
How close is Tiffany to me?
He is across the table from you.
Fuck. Let's try to steal the handcuffs while he was talking.
That night, we go inside this warehouse that was abandoned, or was claimed to be. Apparently that there was a union strike and they decided to destroy the place. Going inside, we had found it been re-innovated to be a location of a cult. Except going inside, there was no resistance. Everyone was dead. We find a series of different people, humanoids, tied to tables, naked, and covered in similar ruins as Luci has. Some of the books were still there. Some of the incantations they used are still in the process of. I did my best, and a few other with me, to cancel it out / turn it off. Whatever magic was done was too late. Could not be stopped. So, I woke Luci up, gave her some food, gave her some clothing, and gave her the name Lucianna.
Then why are you so scared to give me the cuff if it's already too late?
Because I dispelled what the ritual was doing. I have no idea what a spell, whatever the spell magic would do to you. And considering that the cat...
I can handle it. I've been through hell already. May as well just have a few more hits in me.
The only person here, the only 3 people in here have actually witnessed hell. That would be the corporal, the vice general, and the Fraser.
Okay.
The Fraser?
He's talking to you. He's...
Hell's really confused right
For all we
now.
know, the cat could be lying. He could just be fucking around and just wants a cuff on
please.
me.
He cuts one of... he's like, say, like, watch this. Hold on real quick. He goes up to your arm real quick. Wait, I know you don't trust me, but do you promise I won't... Do you trust me enough to know I won't bite you?
After what you did last night, go right ahead. I do not care at this point.
Oh, you'll care. And his tongue extends incredibly long, and it licks slightly up your arm, and all of you see a purplish black light start to glow on her arms. Every inch is covered in some sort of ruin, just slowly going up where his tongue touched. I need you...
Freaking out. She's holding on to, like, Gunthar's point. She's just, like, clutching his arm.
Luci,
She's like...
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Man, I feel like I need some popcorn for this.
Right?
Gunther has
Pattern began
quick-
not enough.
quick
This is popcorn.
quick question, DM. Gunther
Yes.
has cast detect magic around Luci a billion times, never pinged off of her, right?
Nope.
I'm gonna
mean, it's up
cast
to-
detect
You did.
magic now.
You did. I said that she did have some sort of strange magic around her. Like the first time you did it, I believe I did say that. But if I did not, I apologize.
There's just
I mean,
been, but that's fair because she does cast magic, so Gunther would have
Right.
also just been like, oh,
Yeah.
all right, that's important. All right,
Yeah.
I have
okay.
17
So,
on my
yeah.
Constitution save.
Your arm feels like it's slowly peeling itself off.
Ouch.
Oh no!
No damage, but a part of you just feels like you want to start scratching out whatever he's doing. He slowly lifts off his tongue.
Gross.
You need a bath.
It's not me. Sorry.
The fuck did you do? What the fuck? Are they just glowing up my arm now?
As soon as he stopped touching it with his tongue, they went dormant again.
Boy, I can absolutely cast Dispel Magic if you give me about 24 hours.
you do notice the part where he licked, all the scars and tissue, gone. It's just now the ruins are shown fresh.
Gross.
Okay. As soon as he puts his tongue back in, all of you see a large warhammer come down, break the table, and shatter Salem entirely.
Fuck!
If you're gonna be
Alright.
practicing fucking dark magic in this place, I suggest pissing the fuck off. You see as a small gnome woman carrying that large warhammer drops it down on the cat.
That was a war axe.
She has both, actually.
She's got her smashing weapon and her slashing weapon.
Salem's dead, so.
Yeah. She killed my cat, didn't she?
Yeah, he's gone.
I already needed
Lucy's
him
just
over
gonna
the door.
hesitantly touch her arm like, oh, this is what it's like with no scars, but runes.
They don't feel like they look like they're tattoos, but if you feel it, you actually can feel the grooves of the skin where like the runes are in. Like you can
Oh.
spread it apart slightly, almost like a finger. Like you can like.
Am I breaking up for everybody? Yes. Good.
What just happened?
The storm's really bad right now.
I think my network's freaking out as well.
Betrayal.
I
What
don't know,
it-
I heard, I was very glitchy, I was like, what is saying?
The skin that he licked. It feels similar to like how you can play with the skin on your hand, like it's kind of even with like the just how it's all kind of.
Yeah.
What's what I'm looking for? It's adaptable. You can do the same thing with the root. Like you can feel up the different
Pliable.
ruins and things like that. Viable. Thank you.
Dude, that's gross.
Why do we need to dispel magic?
I don't know.
Well, Salem's gone. Shit, he was the one who knew.
Tiffany is covered in clam chowder. He's like,
Hey,
I'll press
let me
to
help
the
you
table.
clean. Let me help you clean it up. I'm gonna try to clean them up, and I'm also gonna see if there's an attempt I could make it look like I accidentally took his handcuffs.
Lilith already cast prestidigitation.
Fucker! Damn you, Lilith. But doesn't it take a lot because there's a lot of clam chowder on him? Because it only
No,
cleans up how
because Tiffany also can cast prestidigitation as well.
much?
Well, this afternoon was unpleasant, all things considered.
You got a dog.
All things considered. I'm not fond of that night. I made a friend, but at the same time I lost a lot of good people. There were traps inside that warehouse, along with a lot of other things, which I'm not allowed to talk about with civilians or lower-ranking hounds.
Ouch! Slap in the face.
Maybe
That's
if you...
Layla talking.
Okay, I thought you were saying that was Lucy talking.
No, that's me. Like, ouch! It's such a slap. Like, you're below me.
I'm not proud of what all the hounds have done or what have made me done. I do it because it's what I'm good at, and considering my track record, not a lot of other people would accept me, and I'd have no job and no place to live. Call me what you want, but no, I'm doing my best to make sure that all of you can keep yourselves alive. You've kept yourself next to someone that I am very close to, whether she likes me or not. I don't give a damn what y'all think. I care about her. Looks to Shalia. Thank you for the lunch. He takes Clarity on by the leash and starts walking off before going and is gone.
Damn it. Oh, okay. Okay. I will go and try to like catch up to him, but I guess he
I mean,
disappeared.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check if you want to. He does stop. He gets off the grass, so he doesn't ruin the grass using the teleportation spell.
15.
15. You can run up to him.
I'm gonna run up to him and just almost again with being awkward, like she doesn't know like if she could reach out to him, but like kind of just like stops herself halfway and just goes, I was being honest when I said I cared about you earlier.
I know. You're a really bad liar.
To you, yes. To them, a bit of a better one. I'm like, I don't see their head shaking.
No, Gunthar. He like miss. I don't believe Gunthar believes you. You see Gunthar like shaking his head, going, no, no, no.
This is about to terrible.
I care about you, Tiff. I'm really sorry about this deal. I won't talk about it again, if it makes
You're
you...
allowed to talk about it. Just make sure that you trust the company you're with.
I'm getting there. I'm gonna kind of like ruffle his hair then and just like fully back up like, just ruffle his hair like in good measure and...
What's your armor class?
Fuck, 16.
You feel as he comes up and just gives you a hug.
So I hug back? Hesitantly, but then I hug back like, okay.
It's maybe for like 5 seconds before he kind of just pushes you away and he's out.
That. Oh.
And I think that's where we'll take our break.
Oh, I was gonna say wipes eyes and just goes back like, alright, you fuckers. We gotta
Chat,
find something.
we'll be back. Okay.
We'll be back.
And yeah. Oh, that was attractive right as the screen came out.
Always.
Yeah.
And
That's what we do best.
welcome back. So, welcome anyone that's just popping in. Tiffany has just left the lunch. Tiffany has been squashed. Luci, part of her forearm has been cleaned of all scars, leaving this strange rune writing on her arm, which is visible for everyone to see. So,
I'm going to go back to the table and I'm going to start putting my shirt back on.
to be fair, most of the table has been broken. I don't think
Please tell me
anyone...
my shirt.
You can still grab your shirt. I'm just saying.
I have mending.
Mending.
You're... It's more of cleanup than anything else.
I'm sorry, I didn't prepare that today.
Ella's still clutching on to Gunthar.
Oh, yeah.
You alright, Al?
It was it's a lot. I can fucking talk!
Yeah, he's always been able to do
I
that.
keep forgetting. Okay, yes. So Lilith has a cat, and that cat has some connections to the...
He's demonic.
Yeah,
You don't need to beat around the bush.
our cleric would be better at explaining this than I am. But...
For fuck's sake, he's a kingpin in the 8th level of hell. Shalia says that she's like wiping off the part of her hammer.
What she said.
You knew this, Elle. He told you. Dex told us.
She doesn't remember.
I mean, I knew bits and pieces, and it's strange. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing information.
So,
Like there's certain things that is gone, and there's certain things that are there, but just they don't make sense when I put them together.
I don't know how much I can share with you without causing you pain. But...
Not here.
Alright.
Not here. Or like Elle just gets up and like walks straight into the house.
Gunther's gonna follow, but like leave some space.
I really want to know what the fuck that cat was talking about. Can you read this text? Or no? You said no.
I said no. Yeah, I can't read it. I know a lot. I know a couple of languages, but not whatever that is.
Would Father Anderson know more?
Probably. Where you go?
Church trip.
Church trip!
Church trip! We're going to church!
Take me to church.
Church.
Sorry, my cat's like ignoring me and I'm trying to get his attention.
Well,
That's what I've been doing this whole time.
I'm gonna go up and see if maybe she can read it. Can she do that?
What languages do you know, Lilith?
Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
Parts of it are infernal.
Oh shit.
It's strange. It looks like someone tried to like mix the alphabet with infernal in another language. But using some deductive reasoning. Actually, no, that's fair. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Oh, shit. Intelligence. Just basic intelligence?
Go ahead and make an arcana check.
Okay. 12.
12. You're not able to get all of the things, but one word you do repeatedly see is, screaming.
Why would they write screaming on someone?
Maybe it's a haunted
It
house.
says screaming.
Screaming, terror,
Yeah.
and blood.
I might omit that last part.
Great words.
Okay. And it's
well,
repeated several times just on one strand. You look at, like, each one of them has similar versions of the same sentence, it looks like.
before Lucy puts on like the rest of her sleeve, I'll just like hold out my hand and just like, may I see your arm?
Sure.
And like as I'm looking at it, I will repeat like I'll kind of like trace my finger along like the words that I can read, and it's just like screaming terror. And
Do you say
I
it
will
infernal?
say the blood part. What?
Do you say it in infernal or just out loud?
Both.
When you start saying infernal, you begin to notice that the word that you said in infernal begins to glow up in several different places on her arm. Partially. On her arms, on her chest, through her shirt, you can see slight little glows. Not through her pants, but like where her...
Aww.
Sorry to disappoint Elle.
Sorry to disappoint, you can't
Not
see my
Elle,
screaming
just
terror
me.
blood in
Just
my
me.
pants.
Oh, dang you.
Dang it.
And then I'll kind of tell her I was just like, in common, it's screaming terror and blood that's written on a majority of you. Those parts that are glowing are the parts that I said in infernal.
As soon as you stop saying it, it stops glowing.
That explains the nightmares.
What nightmares?
Getting all the lore drop tonight.
Oh my god, I had to go back.
Haha, good thing it was you.
What do you think is going to happen if you go see Father Anderson?
That's why I don't want to go see Father Anderson.
But I want to get rid of these.
I don't want to do a church trip.
She's
Don't
kind
take
of just
me to church.
No, thank you. We could just do a drive-by.
thinking back on her nightmare. She's just gonna kind of like go blank face and just like shakily recall, and just because this is how I written in my notes. This is what she's basically gonna say out loud. Blood curdling screams, sadistic laughter, blood, red, fire, metal on metal, fuzzy vision, everything in waves, needles being pulled out of my spine.
Oh my god!
Disgusting.
Gubby's not there! This is Gubby.
Oh god, I think I have another section of them. Let me double check.
Never let me have fun, guys. Never let me have fun with like your character's
I know.
background.
I can't cover my
This is amazing.
backstory.
You gonna play for me now?
I think that's all I have. Let me double check my notes on my phone because I have several notes everywhere. Nope, that's about alcoholism.
It's cool. Lucy's got a page about alcoholism, about neuroticism.
She's her
8
own
pages about being
Wikipedia,
possessed
right?
by a
She's like her own
demon.
Wikipedia article, guys.
Here's some more. She screams that weren't my own implement, carving tools, bright white and red lights, and everything was alien to me, or unfamiliar.
Alien.
Did she hop out of an episode of X-Files, Bret? Is this what happened?
Gave them the power. Is what I did. But yeah, she's entirely gonna disassociate, then just like verbally just like vomits all she's said and like kind of like go.
I'm gonna say also after feeling after you said the word, you begin to feel small little like pings of the needles once again,
Thank you.
like it was like them actually carving that word into you, as that graving into you as you were saying the words.
Outside of game, I just want to make a small correction. The word is not disassociate, it is dissociate. I just want to make that small correction because those are two very different things.
Dissociate.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. It's in the moment of just like.
I know. I just want to be a little correct because,
And
yeah.
she's not like doing that. She just kind of like zones out for a moment, just stares at like the floor or something.
That's dissociating, yeah. No, you're right.
And
Go ahead and make a
she's gonna
constitution
word
saving throw to
vomit.
see if you don't throw up. You're probably also gonna actually vomit, probably.
Ooh,
Bret, what is up
You!
with you and vomit checks? Like, why do you vomit?
vomit shit.
Am I proficient in vomit
Yes.
checks? Oh, that was a big yawn, Minnie.
Oh, by the way, Josh,
Yes, sir.
Nani last session asked me if she was proficient in pie eating.
Of course you did.
So
It's a natural one.
it's a natural one,
Oh,
but it's
boy.
a 6.
You know what happens when you have clam chowder and it come back.
I didn't have clam chowder.
Stop.
I
You
had
had
beef
beef
stew.
stew.
Some of our
Okay.
freaking viewers.
So a few chunks of beef stew just come out of your nose as you're going to kind of letting things out. Does that make you feel better?
Trigger our viewers.
Disgusting.
Actually
This
throw
is
up.
payback for you guys making me deal with all the distractions and like crazy bullshit. I hope you know.
Does Gunthar hear the?
Thank you.
He's gone
Yeah.
inside after L, so he doesn't get the.
Disgusting.
All right, Elle, Gunthar, where are you guys headed?
Shaking.
Just into the house, just like right in the house. We're kind of like near the door.
You're near the front door.
I mean, was there like a patio door from the back?
Yeah. There's well, I mean, which patio?
Yeah, the one we were next to, you know.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one.
So that'd be the west entrance.
Yeah.
That part of the
Something
house
like
you've not been to yet.
Oh shit. That's how big the fucking house is.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Ooh, daddy-o.
Oh. Ooh. Lilith, watch out, you're getting a new one.
No.
Daddy,
Oh,
draw me
please.
a map of this
No.
house so I don't get lost.
Oh, come on. Ola would be a wonderful mom.
But like, isn't she our kid?
Yes, but she's not Lilith's child.
Technically, I'm older than both of you, so.
Correct.
Everyone thinks I'm like 27, so I don't even want to hear it.
And then when I said that I was older than Bret, everyone's like, "Oh, so Mina's 30," and I'm like, "No, no."
And we all assume that Josh is like 18.
I'm 5.
You're right.
I'm 5.
All right, so if you open the doors to this area, you notice that it is a large-ass library. You can see that there are
cool.
several different trinkets and different things. You can, like, you see a lot of old-looking pottery. There's several different tapestries that look ancient. Several different paintings, looking very Renaissance period.
Fancy. L, slow down. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
What are you hiding under there? Is that a curtain?
Not titties. Elle, I guess, starts, like, in a panic, just starts kind of, like, pulling up her sleeves. She's still wearing her gloves, but, like, kind of pulls up her sleeves. And okay, so, I'm a bit confused. What's going on? Like, can you explain to me what's going on?
You want to sit down? Is there a chair? Like, DM, is there a chair anywhere or anything like that?
There are several different lounge areas and chairs. I apologize. I'm looking up something real quick.
Oh, no, you're good.
My
no,
notes, yeah.
Come here. And he guides her to a chair. Take a seat. I don't know how much, and I'm saying this genuinely, I don't really know how none of this works, alright? But it's possible that if I tell you some of this stuff, there's going to be repercussions, so we gotta be cautious, alright?
Alright.
You trust me though, right? You know who I am.
Of course, I trust you with my life.
So...
And my heart. Oh. Just my life.
Sorry, I forgot I wasn't muted.
Salem... So that cat's name is Salem.
Uh-huh.
He is some sort of demonic and or devil entity, high ranking.
Alright.
You've seen us all wield magic. You have some magical powers of your own, right?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff that I've been taught by the Druids, but other than that.
Well, Salem gives them powers to Lilith and to other people that he makes pacts with.
Alright.
If I'm understanding it right, I ain't no expert. This is just what I've gleaned.
Okay. I don't think I want to know anymore. Just in case. I'm scared.
Are you kind of piecing together what I'm laying out for you?
A little bit. Just that I I might have done a no.
Yeah, you've done a no-no. Hey, you got some of that hooch on you?
Of course, always. Yeah.
All right, here, look. I don't. Just because you need this, give me a flask.
Okay. So I hand it over.
Gunthar, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
You've never, like, I was just like, holy shit, I've never seen Gunthar doing it.
And that is 14.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're only a 14.
I'm resistant. I have advantage though, because okay, this is a DM ruling. Do you count this as poison?
I was gonna say it's just you throwing up. It's not really a poison. It's just kind of like a bleh sort of thing.
Okay, yes, 14.
It doesn't taste like peaches going up for sure.
That is
But it
strong
has a nice
stuff.
aftertaste.
I guess technically it would be poison, but at the same time,
Yeah.
Gunthar, you've like drank
The
it. You're
poison
like
check
12.
is against being drunk, not really
Right.
like just
Yeah,
not
yeah,
liking
yeah.
it. Which he's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
That is strong stuff you drink, Miss L, and make.
Oh, actually, this is not the strongest thing. Whatever. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Gunthar, as you're kind of looking around, you notice that once you guys stopped, as you're kind of shaking your head, the lights around you, like, had darted a little darker, had like glowed back up once you guys started talking about when you changed the subject.
Yeah, I think you made the right call.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about this at all.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
all right. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
Salem is interesting. Just he's
Stay
an
away.
interesting fellow.
Okay. Anyway, okay.
I mean,
Um,
not to avoid.
briefly.
You know what? Your call.
you get a fucking dog.
Yeah.
You
And he's got a mouth on him too. I tell you what. And he drinks and smokes like a motherfucker.
Oh shit. I'll just kind of grabs back the flask and just chugs it.
Okay.
You gonna be all right? Do you want to go back out to the others?
Yeah, I'm very curious actually to what's going on with Luci right now. I think she's the one that.
Also, look what you found. There's a
A fucking
fucking.
library! We should go to Luci. Maybe there's some books in here about the.
Genius. You are a goddamn genius.
I need both of you to roll percentile checks.
All right. Hey.
99.
Wait, nope.
Oh.
15.
As you guys are going out, one thing you had missed is a small stand, and you see a small medal, and a ceremonial blade, almost like in a glass case, and it there's a plaque that says, "For acts of valor and serving queen and country to the best of his ability." I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
Cough it up.
Don't die though.
I'm doing
Wait, so we
my-
see this or we miss it?
You walk past it as you're going back out to the rest of the group.
So
Oh.
we're seeing it.
You missed it the first time. Yeah.
Mm.
Gerald Leo Odell has been given a Medal of Honor and a Purple Heart for suffering major injuries during the Great War.
Hey, look at that.
That was amazing.
O's a fucking war hero too. So he's like a millionaire. He's good at crime. He's good at making hooch. And he's a war hero. And he's real handsome, and he's got a fine backside on him.
But sure.
Oh, sorry. I'm not a connoisseur. You would know.
That's
But
Well,
I mean, that's
he doesn't sell it though. He doesn't make it. He sells it. There's a difference.
Okay, gotta go.
Man, whoever the fuck he was buying his vodka from, like, me. Sorry. I remember for the first time I ever had an encounter bar and drinking some of this stuff. It wasn't great. Anyway.
Oh, you seem real passionate about this. You gonna be okay?
Yeah. Just, can you do me a favor, not mention the whole cat thing? I'll just pretend like I know where he is and all that, I guess.
All right. I mean, you just tell me what you don't want me to tell people, and I won't tell them.
Well, another thing would be that remember the time in the carriage where I kissed? Wait, did they know that was my first kiss? Did I say it was my first kiss?
No.
Okay, so the carriage, remember when he kissed, what's his name again?
The guy with the...
Zan?
Zan?
Yeah,
Zan.
Yeah, well, that was my first time ever kissing anyone, but please don't tell anyone else. That's kind of embarrassing.
It's a weird secret to share with me, but I kind of appreciate it.
I trust you, like I said, with my life.
I won't tell nobody. I'm supposed to go on a date with a lady. I ain't never been on a date, and I'm 140 years old, so...
You're 140. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm pretty old. I mean, I'm like... pretty young for a dwarf, but...
He's like maybe 28, 29 for like an 12 years. Yeah,
but...
I mean, I'm only around like 50.
Well,
No.
oh,
No.
I mean,
No. Yes. It feels.
you look wonderful for a 50-year-old.
You're too nice. All right, let's go back outside and
All right.
read Lucy. Oh, and we have to tell him about the library.
Library, you're...
Yep.
They walk out.
We found him! What in God's name are you doing?
So you guys listening, you see like a large piece of beef kind of like bounce off the ground.
Nope.
Oh god, I'm gonna throw up.
What the hell happened?
Oh.
Oh, you missed a lot. My arms started glowing and I started thinking of shit and oh god, not doing that again.
What, not thinking?
I fucking wish I died.
Wait. You said your autumn stuff is cool? Like,
Yeah, Lilith,
light up.
Lilith started talking in Infernal.
You have
What
no
my
idea what
arm
language she
said.
was speaking. Hold on. Lucy, you have no idea what language she was speaking. She sounded like she was literally like speaking in screams of small children. That's what Infernal sounds like, by the way.
Lilith
Thanks,
started
I hate
talking
it.
like little children screaming and then my arm started glowing.
Lilith is gonna be like, no, it's not the sound of children screaming, it's infernal, and this is what it sounds like, and she's gonna start repeating the words that were on Lucy's arm for the rest of them.
You start to notice that they immediately start to glow.
I already heard this the first time.
Just all around her body just begins to slightly glow a little bit.
She just says the 3 words once each, but like she says them in infernal, so she's just like
Thanks, I hate it.
Dying
the
bird!
best impression of infernal, and you'll never hear me do that again.
That's
Oh, never mind. I'm speaking Snake from Harry Potter.
Parcel tongue.
the tongue.
Parcel tongue, that's what it's
Alright,
called.
Snee
It's
Snake.
like- Severus.
Snake.
Snape.
Oh,
Snape.
snap.
Severus. Snape.
Dumbledore.
I'm proud of all of you.
Dumbledore.
I
Harry
love
Potter.
how
Harry Potter.
Ola is just like on the chat. Like she immediately has something for everything.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, that looks mildly suspicious.
I don't like it.
Please,
It's a bad time.
I zoned out, and then I looked at it. So much.
I hate it so much.
I haven't even
Great.
seen
Every
it.
kiss begins with.
Oh, I hate that.
It's the worst.
Ola, where do you find
You
this
guys went off
shit?
too.
And
Instagram.
where do you find it, and how do you find it so fast? Now Gunthar is there. Now Josh has to put it on stream so they know.
All right,
What was
chat.
he
You need to see this.
screaming
Apparently.
about?
They don't.
They
At least
don't.
the first one's cute.
But
Okay,
that
the
way I
second
actually
one's a
know what's
little.
happening.
The second one's very risque.
Yeah,
It really is. Just
I won't
first
put the risque one up because I don't want to get our stream closed down.
I mean, it's not super risque, but like it's.
It's
You
questionable.
can a little bit more.
That's a beautiful photo, guys.
Yeah, like the first one with the roses.
Okay,
What I
is that like
imagine
a
like
real
Gunthar
bear?
and Athling.
I'm gonna say
Is that
probably
like a
yes.
real bear?
I'm gonna say yes.
It looks like a real bear. We are so
It
sidetracked.
Is it like alive?
It is an actual bear.
How do you
Where's
know
the-
this?
She's done her research, obviously.
He was like live bear wedding photos. Like,
Hey.
Bears can be trained to be as pets, just like any other wild creature.
wasn't there a movie
What are
about
you
that?
guys?
Like a Disney Channel movie about that?
The only
You know that
Disney
they're
movie I can think of is Brother Bear.
Mm-hmm.
During
I'll
World
see-
War II, the Polish army actually had a pet bear.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I almost asked you why do you know that, and then I realized that you're Polish.
Yeah.
I mean, bears are just literally the best animals on the planet, so...
Oh, that's right. Josh has a bear fetish.
And you don't?
You've
I'm the
looked-
normal one here.
Are you?
No.
Where were you guys? Back in the garden.
Lucy, are you alright? Do you need, like...
A napkin.
I
I
think
was
she
gonna
was
say
just-
medical attention, but a napkin too. Dax!
Fine.
I don't know. Just fine. It's fine. Just vomit. Ugh.
Alright,
Sure.
so runes, glowing arms, Lilith can read your tattoos?
Just
They're not
casual, you know. Weekend. Just a casual afternoon, you know.
I'm sorry, not tattoos, death markings? What do we call them?
I can read your death marks.
Runes.
The original Death Note is over here.
Tattooed on Lucy.
Make another wisdom saving throw, Lilith, because you went metagaming again.
I didn't know. I said that out of character, but okay.
You didn't specify.
A
It was kind of assumed.
wisdom check or wisdom saving throw?
It doesn't matter. Dax is
Yes,
right.
it does,
Just
because I
this
rolled
once.
a 19 plus 4 if it's a wisdom saving throw.
Well, then you don't take any psychic damage.
Thank goodness. If I take any more damage and we go into battle, I'm gonna die.
You
Unless
guys have a
Dax
cleric right
gives me
here.
Great grace. And I
You're
love
not very
that so
healy
much.
though.
I can be when I want to.
I can heal too.
I
I
can
was
do it, man,
Boobies.
I want
I'm
to,
like,
but
wait,
lucky
what?
for you, I don't want to.
So...
If you guys want to wait 10 minutes, I can heal both of y'all at the same time.
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't think anybody else needs healing, though, right?
I'm taking damage.
Hey, Elle had a real good idea. We found something.
Yeah.
Tell him now.
So there's a library in the house. There's books. There's a chance that maybe we can do some research about what's going on with Lucy and if there's, well, not spells maybe, but there's maybe a cult or some kind that could be, you know. Sometimes these things reoccur. I mean, that's what happens in history, right?
It's not
Maybe
a,
they've done things before.
that's not a bad idea. I mean, my first thought was going and stealing a handcuff and just slapping it on the wrist and see what happens. It can't be that bad, can it?
Do you want to
Do you really?
Kinda. If you can't tell, kinda. Not really.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna.
Kinda. My own passive aggressiveness. I kinda want to
Jesus,
die.
Lucy, we need
Like,
to get you
just kidding.
psychiatric help.
Good luck. I got Revivify prepared.
Exactly.
Just let me die! Healing spell.
Happened.
Let's go research it more, and if not, then I guess we'll find out one way or another.
Shalia
I
is
wouldn't-
currently cleaning the table.
I'm
That's-
helping.
You'd probably have better luck finding things about cults in an actual religious library. Oh, isn't particularly fond or is rather superstitious when it comes to things like that.
Oh,
Gonna pan over to Dax.
Where's the
Who
closest
are we
library,
looking
miss?
at?
Brett is so hardcore forcing us to go to this church.
I don't want
I'm
to.
not. You also have someone else who could definitely help you get information if you asked him about it.
Is it
You're not
tea?
gonna answer me? Oh no.
Guys, you know who we didn't talk to that we were going to talk to?
Neffy.
T.
I
We were going to talk to T.
Oh yeah.
Also-
really don't.
We could go to is there some sort of library for the public? Like a public library or some sort?
I'm sure in this great state of
Library
New York
wouldn't-
we have a library.
I mean, if you need a religious library, I have access. I'm assuming there's a church. I'm assuming there's a library in the Church of the Red Knight, because we're all about, like, knowledge.
Yeah, and there's also like there are a couple there's like a couple of temples to like Ayun and things like that are just giant libraries that people can just go into if they want to.
True.
Ayun.
Like a public library.
It's public, like anyone can go in.
I mean, finding demonic things may not be in public libraries. And I will say, if we are gonna ask T, maybe one of you guys can ask him.
Why don't you like
And-
tea, Lucy?
I volunteer. I volunteer.
I don't not like him. He's a decent guy. It's just, I think I've packed up a few favors that kind of may influence how he gives me the information.
So you mean you owe him one?
I owe him several.
So let's go do that. Let's help him out. He seems like a decent guy. I don't know. I'm terrible at this.
See, I don't know how you can pay back.
I mean, there's one way to
Forging?
find out. You could ask.
Well, we don't have to directly pay him back for what you gave him. We just go, like, if he needs us to, I don't know, escort a bunch of soup down to the docks, then we escort soup down.
Wow,
It's
oddly
not-
specific.
I'm just telling you what I know.
Oddly specific. See, I understand that, but since it's for, I guess, me or if any of you guys have knowledge of whatever you want, but I think it's going to be more difficult because I have to pay back the fact that he hid a body for me. She quietly says that, very quietly, hid a body for me.
Who'd you kill?
She's gonna look around, trying to see if, anybody besides Shalif, anybody else is around.
Just security. The security look kind of they kind of came up because they heard a table shatter. They saw it was just Shalia. So like, oh okay. And they kind of just it's you guys, Shalia, and a couple of the a couple of the servants. But
I'm gonna ring them together really close, so we're all kind of in a huddle.
We're doing a huddle.
I like
Man,
this.
how
This
close
is
we are.
good.
I hate it.
Hey.
Gunther's below everyone else because he actually doesn't have the huddle in.
Hey.
We all get down to Gunther's level.
We all, yeah, I like to think we could all kind of crouch down.
I feel like an equal.
Equality.
Or really crude racism, one or the other.
Yeah, both?
For being gentle.
Making him feel equal.
So you know how Tiffany said he found me and now that I'm working for him, it's kind of oh, that's so cut and dry, right? I actually rejected the Hound position at first. And
You
then I
turning
killed...
down a position to be a killer? Wow. Who'd have
No,
thought?
it's because I killed a Hound.
Oh.
I'm so
And-
proud of you.
Now we have hundreds more to take down. Do it again.
But... because I was drunk and it happened, I don't remember much except for T hid the body for me and kind of forged papers for me to be a Hound. I don't know if Tiffany knows this, but I know for a fact that if it came out in the open, I would be hunted down alive, probably.
You murdered somebody?
I murdered people all the time, but this was before I actually was legally allowed to do it. Funny enough.
Is it really
That is
still legally allowed?
I'm a bounty hunter. I can kill people all I want.
No, that's not how that works, I'm pretty sure. Bounty...
I just
There
go
are
to
a
a
few
black.
details.
I go to a black box. I get what I want, and then I go and kill them. I'll get them information. I don't know. I've broken a few kneecaps over
How
the
do you
years.
know
I
if
can't
these
remember.
people are good or bad? You just get handed paper and you go and kill them?
Like Gunther's papers? He had a bounty.
Gunther is slowly turning into anarchy again. Or
Okay.
slowly turning to
I was never
Anarchy.
going to. I was never going to turn Gunthar in.
Alright.
Maybe I had a passing thought because he was worth a little bit of change, but I just do what I'm told. This is my lifestyle. I've told you this. This is what I do for a living. It's what I only know what to do, really. I don't think I could be a baker.
Alright,
Or
ignoring the morality
account.
of killing people who you were just told to kill, let's just pretend they're all bad people. You murdered somebody outside of that, then.
Yes, because when it happened, I was in a drunken rage from
Yeah,
what
that
I was
doesn't
told.
make it okay.
And then I killed
Maybe
it.
you should maybe you should lay off the alcohol so you don't go into drunken killing rage.
It was before. It was in the very beginning when I was released finally, I guess, and I didn't want to work for the Hounds. In that state of mind, I got drunk, I guess, and then I don't know what the Hound did for me to kill him. Really, I don't know. I just woke up kinda with the body.
Where? In a bedroom?
Are you sure that he was
No.
dead and you weren't just in bed with him?
Are you sure you killed him?
Yeah, do I know if I killed him or not? I'm pretty
Well,
sure I did.
You didn't wake up. Your eyes opened and you had a broken glass handle from a bottle, and it looks like there was more than one that you used on him.
Irene. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was dead. I broke a few bottles. Probably used to kill them.
Anyway, so
Anyways, I
T-
guess T found me in desperation or happened to stumble upon me, because I sure as hell wasn't gonna tell Tiffany, because I knew he worked for them. So he kind of hid the body for me, and to let it all slide on the rug, he forged, technically, my papers to be a Hound.
Are you not going to tell him about the other issue that you caused for T as well?
Oh yeah, I also tried to after he, gave me the Hound thing, I then tried to collect the bounty on him.
On T?
He's worth 500,000 gold pieces.
Lucy, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'll turn him in.
How much time do you have, Gunthar?
How much time do you have for me to unload basically everything?
You know what? I'm taking HP off for that. Well done.
Yeah!
Like,
I'm gonna be all
You
safe
can-
and grace.
Don't push it.
well, now I need to go talk to T, because why the fuck would he help you? When
was it
you're
yeah,
a
was it your
murderer?
idea to become a Hound? Or was it his idea to become a Hound?
Was it my idea to become a Hound? I don't think we specified.
Every time you guys say, was it my idea to become a Hound, my first thought is, I'm a Hound dog!
I'm a Hounder.
To be honest,
I'm a
don't
Hound
know.
dog!
It's all kind of like entire period of your life is kind of a blur.
Fuck.
That's why he says it's been 2 years, 4 months, because technically, according to a calendar, that's not how that works. Because it's March right now, and it's just October.
You're making me brain fart. Oh.
March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October.
It's fine, we can't math.
There's a 4-month gap where Tiffany does not specify.
Where's my pencil?
It's simple calendar math. You guys look at me like I'm insane. That's just how it works.
No, Gunther's looking at Lucy like she's insane.
I think she's crazy!
Fucking right now, at least.
So you're just walking around pretending to be a hound.
No, I'm a Hound.
I'm a Hound dog!
I've cleared that enough. I still have the file, don't I? I'm gonna pull up the file I have on me that's thick as a book, apparently. Oh, fuck!
You proved your fake houndness to become a real one.
So
Yeah, I kind of.
you became a hound, and then you just kept. That doesn't
Being
make
one.
you a hound just because you're good at it once you pretend to be it. That's
Fake it till you make it, Gunthar. Come on now.
No, I guess at first it was just more if I was one, I wouldn't get caught as much because if you cannot see the power they hold. Then after a bit, I guess I just needed a means of life, and it seemed to be the easiest way for me, at least. It felt normal for me to do this.
so you're lying to Tiffany as well.
Kinda, yeah. I don't know. Maybe he does
Kinda?
know. I'm just.
You killed a
I
man.
don't know. I don't know if
Is
he
that
knows
the
or
time
not.
for moral dilemmas, Gunther?
This is clarity.
No, that's the name of the dog.
No, that's the dog.
I don't know. For all I know, he could know that I killed someone and just. It's never been brought up. Again, I mean, I've killed hundreds. Over 90 people at this rate. He's just another body. In my count.
Oh man,
Just
you
my
make
very
it
first one.
real hard to believe in you.
Honestly, it makes me hate the hounds even more. Sorry, not you necessarily, but what the hounds do. And I've never thought that was even possible. I fucking hate them. My life. Shit.
There are good people in the organization. You guys are gonna meet one tomorrow. She's a sweetheart.
You keep telling me people that you know good
You
people.
know them, Margaret.
Murderer.
You know.
Gunthar, we've killed people.
Who have we killed?
I mean, the kobolds.
They're little.
Are you gonna say they're not people?
I was just about to say, are you gonna be a little
You must be racist.
Is Gunthar gonna racist? Is Gunthar gonna racist?
Look on his
Gunther
face.
like racist?
We killed some creatures.
We
who
killed
were
them over
robbing
soup.
people. Who?
Over soup.
They were robbing people who were starving to death. The only thing we've killed is some kobolds,
It wasn't
Oh my
even
God,
people,
he-
it was a
and we
robot
killed them
alcohol.
in a fight. We didn't stab them to death.
To
Well,
be
they
fair, I
were
did
off.
cast inflict wounds on one.
Stabby.
I did necrotic damage and killed one.
And
Regardless.
I'm
And Gunthar,
practically
you
not
ran
going
up
out
to them
with
and
one
cast
blow.
Thunder Wave, killing about 6 of them.
I am not denying that I killed them.
Why does
That
this
is not the
have to-
conversation we're having here. They were stealing from people. We got into combat with them, and we killed them. Lucy murdered a
Long
man.
rationalizations for a murderer.
Drunk.
Self-defense.
Drunk. I don't know what happened. It was a blur. So I don't know what he did to get killed, and it was probably a good reason. I will say, some of the cases that I take, I make sure they're in my own morals that I slightly have. If it involves cheating, bad business, anything. I'm bullshitting right now because I'm trying to think of things I would do. Cheating, bullshit business, lying. Nothing against children.
Children laboring was still a thing I was happening
Children,
illegally.
yes. I kind of don't like that. A lot of the things I take on are mainly focused on my own morals, I guess. Unless they're a really good pay and no one else is taking them, I'm normally the one who takes them. I do this for a living. I need to live somehow. Gold makes everything run in this town. Haven't you learned that already? Money is money.
No.
At
Yes,
this
I
point,
know.
Gunther is gonna walk out on this conversation.
Aww. Was it something I said?
You're the only one talking. Yes.
Not true.
But
A,
what
our
part?
cleric
What
just
part?
attempted to justify murder, and then Lilith attempted to provide input on moral behavior when Lilith attempted to murder a child in front of a church.
Pretty much, Elle's gonna put her hand on Lucy's shoulder real quick and just gonna go, "Don't worry, we don't really know exactly what happened. Don't worry, just let's
To be
figure things
Gunther,
out."
you're surrounded by an ex-war vet. or by a war vet. You're dealing with a warlock who, again, trying to kill somebody in front of a church.
They
Someone
vandalized
who-
my
Your
church.
best friend
Because
is on a
you were talking
revenge.
symbol of
Like,
Your best friend's on a revenge streak, and then you got like a demonic ass bitch going on and killing people for
Gunthar
money.
isn't opposed to combat, conflict,
just a
and
good
death. That's a part of
He's
life. Gunthar doesn't necessarily agree with cold-blooded murder.
She's not cold. There's probably 2 or 3
wait
cases
till
of
later
cold-blooded
tonight,
murder.
you guys. It's gonna be fun.
Elle runs after Gunthar.
Wait, Dax, before you head out, Shalia says as she's picking up, if you are looking for some work, we've been being hit by a new punk on the streets. If you want to kind of protect some of the shipments to your
I'm gonna
temple,
go kill a kid. Well, this actually is like, you wanna go kill a kid?
No, we've been hit. Some of our shipments from here to your church have been getting taken, and large supplies of liquor have been stolen.
It's not me.
Are you sure?
It could be.
Insight check.
Not me.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
She was saying in the shower. It wasn't
Me.
She said she saw me on the calendar. It wasn't me.
Apparently, there's a new player that's trying to come into town.
Is it Al Capone?
You do not know?
I just know that we were talking about him a couple days ago.
Right, because he's one of the biggest. Actually, he is the biggest, crime boss during this time period.
Excuse me, my
You
father.
in, like, Cali and stuff?
Hmm?
Or was that Chicago? No.
No, he was in New York. New York and Jersey.
New York and Jersey.
I'll definitely keep it
New
in
York and
mind
Jersey.
and keep an eye out. I think we have some other matters to attend to, apparently.
If we need a
Real classy fellow, though, apparently.
Real classy. How classy can he be if he's trying to squeeze
I
in on
literally almost
herself?
said, is it Neil Armstrong?
The guy that landed on the moon?
Yep.
Wasn't he born yet?
The actor?
No,
Lance
that's-
Armstrong?
The guy with
Lance
the testicle?
Armstrong. I don't know who that is.
The Tour de France guy.
Testicle.
Yeah.
I was
Why
like,
is-
what's the Tour de France? And then I remembered, oh, bicycles. And then you
Testicle.
guys, I'm real dumb tonight.
Testicles. Everything comes back to actual testicles. Everything.
No, I said bicycles, not testicles.
I just keep hearing Mina say testicle.
No, I'm saying bicycle.
Testicle?
Testicle?
No. Julian, did you have to do it to him? You could have
You
not.
ever thought about not doing it to him?
I didn't.
Never noticed it.
Alyssa.
Big bolt. Okay, I'm done. Oh shit, I needed
So-
that.
My favorite thing is the fact that she still said I had to do it to him while she's like crying, laughing. Sorry.
Anyway. Where are you guys going?
Gunthar didn't go far. He's just standing off to the side, brooding. Like he does when he's sulking.
Yeah.
Y'all know when Gunthar's sulking.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Do we want to go to the church? Do you want to go check out this job we're talking about?
Maybe Father Anderson can read some of the other runes on your arm.
Maybe, but isn't your place part of this job? Maybe other people have seen what's been going on.
That was
Right?
that was a way Shalia pulled Dax to the side and mentioned
Oh,
this.
I don't fucking know that then.
He's
Yeah,
real
I
classy and he's trying to squeeze
Gunthar,
in.
so.
I guess I'll ask him any other information that she's got, like, multiple times.
This past couple of months, it's been kind of getting bigger and bigger, like they're getting greedy, and they're all using automobiles.
Multiple automobiles, like 1, 3, 5.
A dozen.
9.
Like, last time was a dozen.
They're getting bold. I'll keep an eye out on our way to the church, I guess, for similar automobiles matching the description of 12 automobiles that I got.
Black, slick, well tuned. No license plates.
Oh shit, the DMV is gonna come after them.
Might as well send the Orson's Hounds after him and have them get killed.
1920s DMV is the best idea ever.
Still
Good
takes
idea.
long.
It's actually it's so fast because there's not that many cars.
I was gonna say, can we just do an entire session where we stand in line at the DMV
We're just waiting
for 4
like-
hours?
What number do you have?
I thought it was a 9, but it's a 6. Ah, shit.
God, I already skipped it. Gotta
Oh,
pull a
get a
new
new
one.
tab.
Oh, they're on 87.
That'll be the next campaign with take place like in the 80s.
Yeah. Get our driver's
The
license.
DMV was officially created on December 31st, 1915.
I know.
Guys, do we need to go to the
No.
motor vehicles?
First, you guys. I mean, Luci has a license. Like, I don't think anyone else here has a license.
She has a
It's true.
license to kill.
You have a
Dungeons and
motorcycle. You need a
Drivers.
license. You need a
Yeah.
license to have a
No,
motorcycle.
I was actually gonna ask you if Dax. I was gonna say if
That's our
Dax
next
tells me
game.
the cars, would I be able to figure out like easily or like quicker like what kind of cars or like would I have to go? We would have to go talk. To
You'd have to. Nah.
Would I have knowledge of cars?
No.
You have
No.
knowledge of motorcycles.
She a muscle cars kind of girl.
A little bit. She's more motorcycle. Just like
She's a
how I am.
biker chick.
I'm a biker bitch.
I will come
Anyway.
and relay it to the group once we're all gathered.
Because
Yeah,
Gunthar
yeah.
still brooding.
Very much so.
We will go and tell him. We will go over
Did
to you. then
Gunthar
if
steal
you
a baguette when he was brooding?
I'm gonna
Fuck yeah!
lose.
If there's one available.
It's probably been on the ground for a little bit, but yeah.
Ground baguette is fine.
I keep checking my candle. I'm sorry.
10-minute rule.
10-minute rule. 5-hour rule.
Before we start, all of us start walking. Oh, sorry, Elle.
I just said if it ain't moldy, it's good to eat.
Yeah,
Or even
that's-
if it is moldy, I think it is. Right?
That's true.
Cheese just gets moldy.
True.
It just adds flavor.
Yeah, that's right.
And infection.
build that immune system.
No, it's penicillin, Bret.
I can't have that.
You
I'm
haven't-
dying.
You haven't even watched that movie.
Yeah, but you make the reference all the time. I know it by second hand.
She just can't help herself.
Before we all go to group,
Being
Lucy's
annoying.
gonna slink over to Gunthar, like, kind of like, Ugh.
Just
You can be mad at me. Just know that you're not from around here, are you?
Man,
I feel like
Lucy's
this is
really good at
established,
apologizing.
What?
just keep throwing movie lines at me.
I'm sorry.
Is Josh the Booby King? Is that what we're talking about now? Is he the Booby King?
I mean,
Look,
Gunthar hasn't met Dr. Seuss yet, so you don't know.
Let me look at my equipment real fast.
What does Dr.
Keep going.
Seuss have to do with boobies?
Lucy,
Boobies?
Boobies?
So confused.
I've lost the chain. I don't know what's going on anymore.
I don't either. I'm confused.
Do we ever know what's going on?
Yes.
No.
Good point.
Okay.
Lucy, I know there's a good person in you. I've seen you do good things, and I've seen you struggle with morals. But man,
Anarchy.
Legend.
your memory is
He's just-
weird. I don't know what you do know about what you've done and what you haven't done. But just... You can do better.
Oh,
Ooh, I'm gonna take it. Ooh.
he just said that he's not mad, he's disappointed. It's different.
Yep.
It got there. That's exactly what he said.
Lucy's just gonna go look at the
Literally
floor.
just said, that shook
Lucy's-
me to my core. Ooh,
Me, I'm like, damn, I got.
Dad and you.
I'm gonna talk to my mama now. Damn.
Wait, if Gunther's the dad of this group, who's the mom?
Dax.
Obviously. Dax.
Honestly, I'm just the aunt that got stuck with y'all for like a day trip.
Honestly.
And like the zombie apocalypse happens, and actually you're stuck as the role model.
Yeah, I'm definitely sitting there with like child leashes and everything, trying my best, but like it ain't working.
On the move.
Come on, children, hang on to the rope. We're gonna go to the church.
Okay, Mom.
Speaking of which, where are you guys going next?
Hey, Sophie.
I'm just gonna look at the floor disappointed. I'm hurt.
Split up or
Oh.
do someone go to tea? Do someone go to the church? Do someone go
Yeah,
to the
split the
library?
party. Split the party.
Split the party.
We only have 1 more hour, guys. Let's not split the party in case
Oh,
things go
Unless-
sour.
Should we start at the
Let's-
church?
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Let's go to the church. What's my shirt like? What's the condition of my shirt?
Poor
It's
Lucy.
fine. It's fine. It's a little wet, a little soggy, but
Disgusted.
I'm gonna. Oh my god, what are my gloves like?
I mean, when the thing happened, like a little bit of like beef stew broth kind of got on them. It's not like they're like drenched or anything like that. Yeah, just
Okay.
it's not like someone dipped them aggressively like some soup. Like they
Yeah.
got a little bit of.
That's my thought. That's what my thought was when
No.
she smashed the table. Because my stuff was on the table.
It's a little wet. and
Not anymore.
You just smell like beef soup.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
There's worse. Wait, there's worse smells.
You do
Yeah.
smell good.
Smell edible.
Way to Gunther's heart, smell like beef stew. I mean, that gets my heart too. Like,
Yeah.
someone just walked up to me.
Oh, the
As
beef
for
stew, baby.
the beef stew. Are we going to... Dax, are you okay with us going to the church? It's your domain, I guess.
I mean,
Domain, get it? Because cleric.
ha.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we can go. Alyssa herself does not want to go because I know what's coming.
I know!
But like,
That sounds like a perfect reason for us to go.
Oh, I need to take my meds. Keep going, I'm going to the church. I'm taking some Doxy.
Okay. Lilith, are you joining them?
I mean, I'd prefer to not.
Come on, Lilith, let's go to the
Especially when we're getting on
church.
the
I'm not drunk.
tea afterwards because.
Come on, Lilith, let's
But,
go.
She gets attacked.
you can stay outside and scout for the black slick cars with no license plates.
I literally have a +0 to my perception.
I have +8, but if we're going to my church, I gotta talk to Father Anderson.
You gotta be there for it.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
As we're walking,
I
I'm
can
going
stand
to...
outside with Lilith.
beat my
My
chest.
perception's fine.
I'm gonna give myself second win.
Okay.
I can heal you if you want. You just have to ask.
Are you going to heal me?
I can.
Dax? I love
Yeah, I'll
you.
do cure wounds. Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
the first time she has said that.
It's fine. Because of that, I'll do it at 2nd level.
Damn, I got a healer sugar mama.
You're a cleric.
Ooh, that was pretty good. Well, one was.
Hey, we're gonna go
Here's my
see
second one.
Father Anderson.
What to the church?
17 points of healing. Ooh.
Lucy is dead ass gonna feel like a lot better. She's gonna like give you a shoulder hug. I was gonna say something. She's gonna give you like a shoulder hug, like Thank you.
You're
Oh.
welcome. See what happens when you ask
Did
nicely
you
for
ever-
things.
Did you ever look at that note I gave you?
I did.
Making sure no one else is around.
To be fair, Lucy, you never sent me the note.
I did.
Did you?
I don't remember
I
the
did.
note. I have to look at the note again.
Oh, I sent you the note.
I know.
I'm pretty damn sure I did. If not, then I'll go to Alyssa and send it through you from there. Where's Alyssa?
Oh, I responded to you. I said no.
Oh yeah.
I
But I think it was off
remember you
camera.
did.
I think it was off though. I think it was off.
Correct. No. Yes, I got it, but no, I don't have anything for it.
I'll just resend it to you, Bret.
Yeah, you did not send it to
I'm
me.
pretty sure I sent it to you. Oh well, there we go. There you have it.
You don't have to
So-
shout at me.
I'm not
Yes
shooting at
and no.
you.
not-
Better than just a total no,
Oh.
I guess.
Here it is. But
Yeah.
you didn't say it was just a random little quotation.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's go to the church. Thank you, though. Go shoulder hugger and shuffle a little bit.
Off we go. To the
Walking,
church.
Writing. What are you guys doing?
Lilith is on her
Okay.
broom.
I know. What about
I
everyone
can
else?
fit one person on my bike, but I don't think we all want to be separated for who knows how long.
We could walk.
Let's just walk. May as well. I can walk the alcohol out of my system.
Get all that nice fresh
Eye
air.
out for the big cars, the big black cars that are in
The
your
cars with no license plates that are black and
Keep an
white.
eye out for black cards. Black cards. Cars.
Vroom,
Right.
vroom.
As you guys are walking, asking for grapes, you guys.
Grapes?
Glad someone caught that.
You
guys- You alright, Josh?
Just a great song in the background.
I was waiting to see if anyone caught that because that's like what 2011, 2009. Like
We started
It's a
singing it
bop.
quietly.
Old
Yeah.
meme is
It
good
is.
meme. Old meme song.
grapes?
Kinda great.
Getting me grapes.
Right, now I'm gonna have to listen to it afterwards after the
Yeah.
stream.
Alright, let's go. Going to the church.
Going to the church.
you see a bunch of kids like you see 3 different occasions where you see kids from the ages of maybe 8 to like 14 running with either some sort of paint or paste or pockets full of something as they're running as store clerks are getting angry at them.
Because they keep asking for grapes.
No. Layla knows this. Probably. I'm gonna, if the kid runs by, I'm gonna slightly just like tap him on the head and be like, go return that. If I can catch them.
No, this is ahead of you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys are just like
Never mind.
catching the end of what's going on.
What's going
Ah,
on?
the youth.
Oh my god.
Starving kids.
Just a heads up, Sam Riegel for the live show ended up wearing a full-on leprechaun outfit. Like,
We'll come back to it.
yeah.
Why does that not surprise me in the slightest?
Because it's
probably
Sam
one of the
Riegel.
more. It's probably one of the more like tame ones.
They're all actually pretty dressed up. It's cute. Anyway, that's for later.
Let's
Let's
go.
continue with the story. Yeah.
Anyway, do you ask one of the store clerks that's looking like they're in a huff?
Starving kids.
The one you brought up to is a human male. It looks like butcher, maybe something like that. What? No. Scroungers. They didn't take any of the meat. They stole like 30 gold pieces worth of of the skins that we put inside the sausages for the sausages. It's a wax paper. It's a wax paper, guys. It's
Oh.
skin. That's what they
Oh.
call
My
it.
mind went intestines.
Same.
I was
I
I was just like literal
Make
skin.
it have
That's
'em.
where my brain went.
No,
My brain went to
Oh my
condoms. Okay.
of course yours went to condoms.
Yeah.
We went so many
Where
different
would it go?
directions, all for the same reaction.
That's just D&D for you. A couple of butcher's knives and like 15 gold pieces. And the gate left me this, and you see a small pin with a cloak and a T in the middle of it.
I knew it.
There's tea.
I'm gonna. Can I see the pen?
Yeah, sure. I don't want it.
Thank you. Motherfucker. I'm just gonna start walking back.
Hey, sorry they stole your stuff. Can I have this pin? Walk away.
Bah.
I didn't stop to acknowledge.
Okay.
I just kept going. Because I know the fear. I know what's to come.
I knew. Maybe.
You guys continue your walk, and you slowly make your way to the church.
Did we see any cars on the way?
There are plenty of vehicles. There are plenty of cars, hand wagons.
But with no plates.
Black? Do you have
Couple
a
black.
description?
Couple black cars.
License?
Are they well tuned?
They're shy. You can see their face off of them.
That's pretty slick.
Windows, you cannot see through them though.
Plus, that's pretty
Windows,
suspicious.
that's a thing. Back in the days.
There's also a full-on like limo also there that has like it's like one of those truck limos, but it's very, very refined.
So slick.
Yes, slick.
So they have a
We need
limo?
black and slick. That's 2 of the 3 things. 2 of the 4.
Lilith, you know that
No,
your
I
father's
think
one of like the
so.
5 men in New York City that own a limo.
Who are the other 4?
She does not know that. She just know her father has told her that before.
She's going to use her sending stone and just kind of like, are you on your way home right now?
Hello, love. No, we're just getting there. I'm enjoying the sights of the Caribbean. Gotta take you down there down here sometime. It's wonderful.
I'd like that. I was just wondering because, do you know anyone else who owns a limo here?
A few. Not anyone particularly I'm close with, but rivals. Why do you ask?
I just saw a very suspicious looking one, and I know you're the only person I know that owns one.
Yeah, because Louis refuses to buy one.
Limo
Yeah,
races.
Louis.
Yes. He sends his regards, by the way.
Oh, that's great. That's
Um,
wonderful.
Okay, well, that's kind of all I guess I had questions about. I love you. We're on our way somewhere.
Be safe.
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
My
Love
church?
you, please. And then she hangs up. Wait a second. I just realized that this is a sending stone, but we like actually used it like a cell phone or like a walkie-talkie.
I figure
Do
we
we have
would
an
just make
advanced
similar.
one?
We do have the advanced one, not the actual sending stone.
I know,
Yeah,
but
there's
it's
just-
just like
We just don't have it homebrewed right now.
I'm probably into it this week.
A limousine seems like a pretty conspicuous way to like run booze, doesn't it?
Pretty good, yeah.
Like a bad idea.
Stealing a limousine?
No.
What
that
if?
right?
What if
But
it's
we're
a
not
decoy?
stealing.
Where did you get stealing a limousine?
We're not
What?
stealing a limo.
Sorry, I'm like low-key.
Lilith's just like, crime? Did someone say crime?
Let's do it.
Here, let me smash out this window.
It's me. I'm crime.
You are crime.
I'm
Such a
crime.
Negro.
I'm saying, like, wouldn't it be a bad idea to use a limousine to run a hooch? Isn't that
Unless they're decoys.
like reverse psychology? Oh.
DM, when I know how people smuggle, have I busted people before?
No, you have not. In fact, you find those jobs to be
Okay.
too boring because they're all the
Alright.
time.
Alright. Thank you. Clarification.
Dax, you'd probably be one of the few people that know how to do that if you want to make the intelligence check.
Oh boy. Yeah, why not?
Oh, I should probably add to my inventory. T's pin.
I cast guidance on myself.
A holy symbol.
Oh boy. I died to myself.
Holy symbol?
A holy symbol. T is holy. A holy symbol to T.
Oh, even with guidance, that's a 10.
Ooh.
I mean, with a limousine, you could probably hide like a couple of bottles. But like it probably like the most expensive stuff you probably hide in that something like that. Something like large crates of it, stuff that's worth a lot. You might take in smaller shipments. It's a lot less likely to get caught.
True. Especially if it was 12 cars. And they're gonna be rolling up in 12 limos.
Just seems conspicuous.
It's just one limo, but you do see there are a couple other black cars that are like around it, but not like in a formation to like protect it. It's just they're kind of around.
I mean,
That guy Gatsby.
A couple of them are like parked. If you want to like look in one of them.
I was gonna say, can Lucy just like kind of suspiciously like just walk casually, but like also like peek over, like casually walking by and just, oh, there's a limousine.
I like to think that Lucy's on one side playing it cool and Gunther's on the other side like
Gunthar, you cannot see inside the windows.
tinted. I don't know what that means.
Can I see inside the window?
Gunthar, as you put your face towards the window, they roll it down. You feel a gun head, like a barrel of a gun against your forehead.
My bad. Sorry, sir.
sorry, we thought that was our limo.
Back the fuck up, pal. All right.
Yep.
Isn't it cute?
You just, I mean, you guys like as Gunther stepped back, you start to see the barrel of like a long machine gun that was like up against his forehead.
Can I see inside the car?
It's barely enough just to fit the barrel. It's like this much.
Oh.
No, can I see through the cart? Can I see through the tent?
No.
Even with my superior dark vision?
Yes.
Damn it! Damn.
It's tinted. It's not nighttime.
Hey, you never know.
Max, you got it. I appreciate it. Thank you. He rolls up the window, and the car starts to go.
As it drives away, does it have a marked license plate?
It does not have a license plate.
There's a bullet!
Oh.
Can I shoot? No.
Can I shoot it?
I'ma shoot him.
I'll look at the tire.
How quickly are they moving?
I
Do
mean,
we really want to do this?
they cut in traffic, but it's still like Tuesday afternoon on in New York City.
Is there any way we could track them?
I
Or
have
follow them at
nothing.
least. Wait, Lilith on her broom. She could track from afar. Maybe they won't notice her.
We want to send the
If she
No one else
just
caught that it was a machine
flying.
gun except for maybe Dax and Gunthar, because it was a long barrel.
Yeah. Do we really want to send her after him when he has a
I mean,
gun?
we don't have to go out.
Stealth.
I'm just look. You were looking for it. There it is.
It's good to know, so that way we know if there's any limousines around. Plus,
Not only
This
you're
one was
on
not
the
a
watch
limousine.
This
list.
was a regular.
Hold on. That was just a regular black car. Like,
Oh, regular black car, got it.
there was one limo that stood up that was obviously like out of place, like during today. In this part
I
of
mean,
town.
if I sleep on it, I could locate objects.
Plus, Gunther,
Yeah.
if we start shit right now, in public, in the middle of everything, off of suspicion, you're gonna get your ass handed to you, because then remember, people are watching you.
I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm just pointing at the car.
You made it seem like you were gonna start shit right in the middle of the street.
All I said is, "There's your boys," and then I stood here.
Go pat him on the head and just go, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
And then quickly walk off.
Lucy and Gunther have the worst relationship on the planet.
I'm sorry.
So good.
I mean, Lilith and Elle are pretty close to that like relation.
You
with,
know
like,
what? Yeah, we don't hold a candle to Lilith and Elle.
Don't. I just imagine it's just a single, like, sorry.
I love it. Our group has dynamics and arguments. It's the best.
And then there's just Dax.
Don't mind me.
Dax just
We
shits
love
on everyone.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Y'all ain't safe.
She
Dax
roasted
just
a
like
dog,
no.
for God's
What
sake.
Dax does is she just stands in the back, provides color commentary, and occasionally heals people.
That's what I do best. Y'all wanted a bum lady to play a cleric, and this is what you get.
Oh no, I said they could use a cleric. He said, I'm down, and that's exactly what happened.
Yep.
I'm
Y'all
down.
said, he goes, they need some help. I go, yeah, okay.
That's
Exactly
literally
how the
what
conversation happened
too. Like,
over
not
3
even
months ago.
kidding.
Beautiful.
That's what happened.
Like, you want a cleric? She's like, sure. I'm like, neat.
I go, I haven't played one, but okay. I like to think I'm doing a pretty okay
I
job.
do a great
I
job.
still think
Cleric.
it's hilarious because, like, when she first said she's just like, yeah, I'm gonna be your cleric, and I was like, hold up, this chick over here is gonna be our
Support.
cleric. And like,
Anyway.
she was just like, yeah, why you surprised?
No, we're talking. We're talking and walking. I guess.
You're
Yes.
talking
I thought we
about
got to the church already.
You guys were getting there.
Ah,
We got distracted by black cars.
There was
I
actually
mean-
one outside of the church. Probably the one that Gunther probably did that to is probably the one that was there and drove away.
That man pointed a
good
gun
job,
at
Gunther.
me.
You scared him off.
Yep, I'm terrified.
Yep,
Good
a
job.
force to be reckoned with.
There are 2 choir boys currently washing the windows on the outside. I'm also one that is sweeping the leaves that fell from some of the maple trees that are on the grounds. You see see one of the deacons teaching some of the other choir boys like simple things as they're outside having a conversation. It seems like everything's in order.
Ooh, but I'm stressed. I know what's gonna happen as soon as I go in. I go, want to.
Are you ready for this, Dax?
Dax is fine. I myself am very panicked because I know
Oh
it's
no,
about
I
to
know
happen.
that pain.
I'm like, ugh, no. Yeah.
After you, Dax.
Alright.
She's gonna kind of like hold her arm like closer to her, just like.
I will
Am I staying out
wave.
here
I will
keeping
wave to
watch?
the guys.
Is that...
If you want to.
Oh, shoots into the church. She's like,
Well,
Bye.
I guess
Yeah,
it's after.
church.
I guess it's after L then.
Gunther, do you want to keep watch, or do you
Yeah,
want to come in?
we said we needed people to stand outside, right?
Just in case the guys in the cars come.
Oh,
Well,
we
no,
already found
Lilith
them.
wanna
I'm
go
coming with
inside.
y'all. Sorry.
Lil
what
has
did you
zero
say?
perception.
I have 0 perception, yeah, but I don't want to go inside. the
Lilith
church
didn't want to go
because-
inside, so that's why she's sitting outside.
I'll hang out with Lilith. Keep her company.
Quality bonding
Oh.
time.
Keep her from
Quality
murdering any
bonding
children.
time with all of the trauma children in some degree.
Yay!
Yeah.
Trauma.
Yay.
Yay! Gang, gang.
I've been traumatized. Check. All of us in D&D.
Correct.
So-
Damn. All right.
Going inside, it looks like it's just a cleaning hour. All the pews are being repolished or just dusted. All the books are also being dusted. Like everyone's just cleaning, keeping themselves busy. Father Anderson is not present at the moment, it looks like. You do see a few people are sitting outside of the oh geez. I almost said sin boxes. That's not right.
You mean confession booths?
Confession booths. Yes.
I really prefer sin
No,
boxes.
Red Knight
though.
calls them sin boxes.
You
Moments don't
daddy,
have
put me in your sin
That's why.
box.
Have I shown you my sin box?
Oh.
That's what the
Gunther,
Red Knight calls them now.
I love you and I love Cat, but I don't need to know what you guys do on your free time, okay?
Cat, get my sin box. No context to that.
Just blame me.
He's
Just
probably
blame me
gonna
later.
come
Fine.
and be
That's
like, "What
fine.
the fuck are you talking about?" He's gonna be so confused.
I guarantee this is her downstairs.
And she's
Like-
probably like RPing it right now.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Passing the sin boxes.
There are a few people in the confession stance.
You did this to yourself, Bret. You can't blame
I did.
anyone
No,
else.
I'm mad at myself. It's fine. It's fine.
The greatest mistake a DM can make. These are my sin boxes.
Dice Daddy has given us sin boxes.
Chat. Yuzuki is just like, I will never call them confessionals ever again.
Same.
I can't wait to tell my parents.
That belongs on a shirt.
Dice Daddy gave us sin boxes?
Yeah.
If we ever make dice trays, guys, we have to name them sin boxes.
I love that.
That's awesome.
But
Write that down, Dax. Alyssa.
And have like Salem's like
same
6 eyes
difference
in the
in
middle of it.
that.
Right down the.
Oh my god, I'm done crying. Alright, keep going. Get past the
Okay.
sin boxes and people sitting in them.
There are people currently sitting and waiting for them, and you know that.
This is not that kind of
Dax-
place. They are not sitting in those boxes.
Please stop. Everyone.
There are only maybe 4 people aside from you people can go into the confession booths and get their sins cleansed, or like discuss take advice from someone that represents the Red Knight. The Red Knight doesn't believe in a repentance system in that sense. It's more of like, hey, guess what? You fucked up. Get over yourself. That's how you get better.
That sounds really accurate.
Yep.
So they're more of advice stands booths than anything else.
Advice booth.
Advice booths. It's like a tip jar, except like they throw the tips at you.
Get better.
Don't suck.
Give me your money.
Give me your fucking
Okay, I can breathe now. Okay.
I can't.
What do you think they're talking about in there, Lilith?
I'm not.
What?
All right.
I'm not.
He said, what do you think they're talking about in there? And you just go, I'm not.
Oh, I thought he said, "What are you talking about in there?" And I'm like, I am nowhere near the sin box.
It could also be taken as, I'm not thinking about what they're talking about.
Yeah,
I thought he was talking about the sin box.
but I tried, Bret. I tried to deflect the conversation and just
I
get back
appreciate
around.
it. I appreciate it.
The comments! Oh my god!
I'm not.
L shoots to the back of the church looking for Father Anders.
I mean, I could just ask what are the other people in here where he's at.
That's fine. I want to find him. I want to give him a big hug.
Okay.
We're all gonna die tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are.
I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it.
As
Anyway.
long as I die in Father
I'll
Anderson's
go get my
arms, then I'm
TPK
okay.
pen. Hold up.
Father Anderson is currently dealing with confessions.
Oh, boss.
He's got another hour.
Is in the sin box.
The man is 85, fought in several wars, and would kill all of you in your sleep and not cry about it.
God, yeah.
He broke my finger.
I just
Al,
Yeah,
love.
don't say that.
I don't know if y'all heard
Say it
Ola
like
in the
that.
background, but it was just, oh balls, he's in the sin box.
I did.
Sorry.
And I'm unamused.
I mean,
I try to drink people.
No, don't drink people. That's bad.
that's illegal.
I'm a...
Coming from the bootlegger, the illegal immigrant, and the hillbillies probably never paid taxes.
Ah, I'm not here. I'm outside.
I'm not.
I'm not. I'm not in the sin box.
I feel like we all
Alright.
need to take turns in the
I feel
sin
like I've
box.
never
Good
been
conversation, Lilith.
So we have an hour to wait.
Lilith has been
You know
currently
what?
like staring up at the gargoyles, like confused.
Hold on.
Keep an
She's
eye on them
actually gonna
suckers.
be like, "Hey, Gunther. Okay, Gunther.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound crazy, but those big things up there, those are called gargoyles,
Uh huh.
and they move. They're made of stone, but they move. And I need you to see that I'm not crazy. So she's gonna be like, get on my broom, we're gonna go up there and talk to the gargoyles.
Alright, I like it. Side mission. I weigh 340
This is a legitimate
pounds.
thing. This is a legitimate thing that Lilith worries about, like, on the regular.
So
not
I'm
gonna lie.
confirming that you're not losing your mind. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Got it.
That
Can't
is the
lose
most
something you
bonding
ever had.
experience I think that I've ever seen Lilith ever do.
I know.
Lilith, I feel like you're really
Aren't you
opening
glad
up to
I'm
me.
role playing? What?
Aren't you? I feel like you're opening up to me. Like we're becoming friends.
Don't push it.
Prove to me that I'm not crazy.
Get him on the broom.
Bond.
I'm not crazy.
Just don't push it. She's gonna fly up to the thing with him. She's gonna put him on her broom, and she's gonna fly him up there, and she's gonna stare at these gargoyles, and she's gonna be like, "Come on, you gotta look at them, or else they won't do it, or they will do it."
They are strangely beautiful but terrifying statues of these strange large creatures, each one of them being about 8 feet tall. These long wings that are just kind of either curled in or out, and they have these large talons. Their faces are kind of open and like they're like snarling, but they're stone. For all intents and purposes, they are just stone.
Those are some big, mean-looking statues there, Lilith. Hey, Mr. Statue. You in there?
Hola. Where does it end?
It doesn't.
I'm waiting for you guys to put that in. What's the word I'm looking for? The quotes for our campaign, by the way.
There's too
I'm
many good
not
ones tonight.
I know.
I'm not.
Just sitting there.
Lilith, what do you think they're talking about in there? I'm not.
But Gunthar, you wave your hand in front of the statue. Nothing. It's just the statue.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna poke it
Where?
on the snoot.
Poop it.
Go ahead and roll me a percentile check.
Ah.
Oh shit. Lilith is watching with so much intensity right now.
62.
You know those British soldiers that sit right in front of Buckingham Palace? You're allowed to insult them, make fun of them, but you're not allowed to touch them.
Shit.
Like, oh no, did I kill Gunthar?
Ah! Probably.
So
This is how
you
we
try to
die.
grab it. You see that its stone arm grabs your it grabs your arm.
Uh-oh.
It begins to fly.
Oh!
And you look at the stone.
Put me down!
No!
It's still made of
It's
stone?
it feels like it's made of stone. Its hands are cold, but its skin color turned to this like still kind of this marblish gray. It looks down at you. Its eyes are these beams of red. Is that really a good idea, you think? He kind of points down to the
I just wanted to help my friend. I'm gonna die.
Wait. She's gonna like fly up towards the gargoyle, and it's just like, you have been messing with me for years since we've had this church.
fun fact, bitch. You don't own this church. You say it again, I'm breaking your broom.
Oh.
I'm gonna die.
Well, guess what? It's my broom. And she's gonna grab Gunthar, and she's gonna like fight this dude for him.
Ah!
Make an athletics check against the
Damn.
Don't
gargoyle.
attack my church.
I really am.
We're just
going to
sitting
fail
inside,
this
like twiddling our
so
thumbs, like
horribly.
waiting, just like.
A strength
Look.
check?
Or athletics check against a gargoyle.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, that
die.
ain't happening.
Is there any way we can speed up these
14.
confessions like that?
I need to look up what the gargoyle's strength modifier is because I rolled a natural 18.
Oh no. Oh, Gunthar.
He
it was
easily
really
just
nice
lifts
knowing
himself
you.
up a little bit, holding up. I have a question for you, Dwarf.
Uh-huh.
What is the difference between a gargoyle and a stone statue?
One can pick me up and fly me up into the air and drop me to my death.
That's a good answer, actually.
He's not wrong.
We go. Yeah.
We laugh when we see the splat.
Ah, shit.
I go down to try and catch him. I go
Turn
down
into
to try
an
and catch
animal.
him.
Yeah, please try and catch me. I got nothing.
Go ahead and make a. Go ahead. How am
We're
I
just
gonna?
sitting inside, like, waiting. We're
Actually, all we hear as Gunthar just slowly begins to fall.
Wait a
What are we
minute.
doing now?
Can I make like an acrobatics check? Is this a speed check? I don't know.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check to see if you can try to position himself underneath him.
As she's doing this, I'm preparing something in case she can't catch me.
12.
12. You know what? Gravity, Gunthar, are you gonna try to help her out, try to get yourself in that location, or no?
Yeah.
I meant, would you try to reach out to her using a spell or something like that?
The only spell I have that can help me doesn't really account for her, but I am going to cast Conjure Animals at 3rd level and put a giant owl right underneath me.
I thought you were saying giant pigeon.
I was gonna, like, a whole bunch of pigeons. And...
Fucking Father Anderson!
That's racist.
I imagine it's just a bunch of pigeons.
You
Honestly,
couldn't
that's
turn
my first thought.
yourself into a giant owl?
You
No, I
can't.
can't!
You turn yourself into a little turtle dove?
No, I can't fly! I could just turn myself into something that would still splat on the ground.
See, but at least
Save
when you lose those stats...
You guys look, and the gargoyles above you. In fact, you just see the statue exactly the same way it was. The difference is, it's like leaning on its tail back like this, and it's like this, and you see a large mouth like it's been laughing.
That's fun. That's
Thank you,
cool.
Al. Lilith,
You
no
cast
statues
Thorn
are
Whip on
alive.
my-
Yep.
Cast Thorn Whip on my broom! Cast Thorn Whip on my broom!
I'm
He's gonna be
on an owl.
yelling
I'm
at
good.
him, like, use Thorn
Your
Whip
owl.
on my broom!
Well, how question? What is the stats for a large owl?
A giant owl can carry somebody.
Okay, I'm just making sure because Gunther's kind of a heavy boy.
Yeah, I can check it for you. Giant owl.
How do you conjure an animal in the middle of gosh dang New York?
Bam. That's how.
Yeah, it's a large beast. Large beasts have.
Okay,
So you splat your
You land onto it. It looks very startled, but you're able to summon this large white and gold owl.
So
I'm
much
getting
for remaining
big.
incognito. I'm gonna get arrested. Not my fault though. I was trying to help you. All right, and you're
Come on,
right.
let's fly up to the roof. Let's fly up to the roof.
All right.
Come on.
Come on, Owly. Let's go. Your name is Owly. Real creative.
We land on the room. We land on the roof, and I'm just gonna be like, get rid of it. How do you get rid of it?
Be free, Owly. And then it disappears.
Does not move. Oh, okay.
Let me see. Let me see the spell. I don't know how to use this spell. I've never used it before.
Neither would Gunthar. Neither would Gunthar.
Yeah.
So, Gunthar, I'm gonna say you do not know how to dispel it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Go on. Be free. Get.
Does not move.
just follow my lead. Just put really hard and then think of it going away.
Make a general wisdom check.
Oh, those are good apples.
So,
That is an
so Elle,
18.
how's your brewing?
18.
It's great.
It just pops, and you see a few feathers kind of fall, but the owl's gone.
Okay. Those
This
statues
windy
are alive.
card works.
Thanks, by the way. Good point. I just
Yeah.
gotta pretend they don't exist.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna turn to you real quick. Did you know that Gunthar actually trained?
Are y'all streaming right now?
Yeah.
Did?
He did. Well, he's
Oh, how do you do?
I mean,
Did he
he
drink?
figured
Did
it
he
out.
sit up? No, he's a
Hi,
wuss.
Alyssa.
He's a wuss.
Mina says hi.
Hi!
They all said hi.
Those are
I was the
loose.
nice one that said it first, even though I'm a bitchy character.
Sorry.
Go Maverick.
Anyway,
Or Canucks. I don't know what they said. It said on her sweater.
Mavericks.
It is ha! I can't read.
I don't think that was ever questioned, but moving on.
Sometimes it is.
Unless.
So you guys are on top of the roof. There is a person that's on the bell tower that watch us go down. Is like, yeah, we're not supposed to touch those.
Yeah, my
He's like
bad.
maybe like a 15-year-old half-orc boy. He's like,
Yep.
yeah, we've lost a couple of the squires here because they decided to touch the gargoyles. Don't like being bothered. They're
Can
here to
we-
protect us. We're not allowed to mess with them.
Okay,
You're-
but they've been messing with me for years.
To be, to be fair, ma'am, you do claim that this church is your own.
Because it is. She says under her breath.
Jesus, Lilith, you're gonna get us murdered!
They can't hear me now.
I can with
We're
my
still
passive
next to
23
all of the
perception.
gargoyles. You realize that
You
there's
hear
like
me
maybe
through like dozens and dozens of walls. You're just like I feel a disturbance in the force.
Basically.
you guys landed on top of the roof. You notice that there's only one gargoyle, the one that you messed with, who's laughing. But you see that there's maybe a dozen more on just this side that you're on.
Fuck.
Young man, can we get down that way? Can we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a ladder. Hold on.
Well,
And he pulls out a rope ladder.
I'm gonna
Okay,
grab.
throws it
Gunthar,
over on the
put him
side.
I'm gonna force Gunthar onto my broom, and we'll just.
Just spit right between his legs, sort of thing. Just whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa!
pretty much. I'll just back
Gee.
up. I'll just back up. He can be Big Spoon, and I'll just. Doop.
Oh.
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 Well, how else do you sit on a motorcycle, broom?
He would have. Hold on, Gunther. If you're unaware of it, there would have been a ding.
Oh. Oh. Ow.
As the going up motion happened.
Oh.
Because now I have questions that I don't want answers to, but I have questions.
After the stream.
Lilith, all you hear is, oh!
Lilith does not hear it. Lilith doesn't hear it.
Okay.
Her passive perception's too low. She doesn't hear anything.
Fuck yeah.
And then we just fly back down to the street and we just pretend like nothing happened. She's just gonna go over to him after we land. He's gonna wobble off
He's
of
like-
the room, I guess.
I got hit
He's
in the
against
nuts.
the wall,
It's
just
like, we
moaning
don't
deeply.
talk about this.
I got
We don't
wrecked.
talk about this.
Alright, yeah. Those are, you're not crazy though, so.
That makes
Mission
me
achieved?
scared.
Yeah.
You didn't hear me say that either. And then she's gonna like cross her arms and she's just gonna be there with her broom. Just
One problem. I did summon a giant owl in the air in front of the church in the middle of the day, and I'm supposed to be incognito, and the party's gonna be real mad at me if they find out that I just did that.
we don't talk about
Party.
today. Today didn't happen. Lilith is like low-key traumatized because like she's been tormented by these things, but now she's actually seen them. Like, hold on. I'm just gonna do a quick little wisdom check. Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah, I passed. 16.
You're fine, yeah. You're fine.
But like, she's still a little shaky. She's just like, that was too much.
Overwhelmed.
Yeah, that sucked. Did you see I summoned a giant owl and flew on it?
You did. I'm very.
I need both of you to roll the
You
percentile check.
did.
Oh god.
Oh no.
All of us?
You did!
No, just
No,
those two.
just both of us.
As we're
Oh.
just chilling, like kicking our feet,
23
waiting
I
for
think
Father Anderson.
23 is like the number that I've rolled the most for my percentile checks. Like
It's an odd number.
I rolled a 9.
it's also a prime number, right?
Hell yeah,
It is.
Yay. I am rolling prime.
Amazon
Okay.
Prime.
Hell yeah.
That's it. You guys are just kind of out there for a little bit. Gunther, you take a little bit of a breather, as a breather be needed.
That was insane.
I will look around. Can I see if there are any food shops or food stands nearby?
You don't have to look. It's New York City. There's one across the street from you guys selling large, basically pretzels.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna tell him I'll be right back, and then I'm gonna fly over there and I'm gonna buy us 3 pretzels.
They're basically bread pastries. Like it's a large stick of bread that's slightly salted and has been fried. It's
Yeah.
dough that's been fried.
Oh, so it's a churro.
No churro. There's no cinnamon.
So it's
It's
just
the funnel cake.
yeah. It's a
Oh,
funnel
I
cake.
love funnel cake.
Me too.
Ooh.
I will buy 3 of them, and I will hand him 2, and I will nibble on one of them. Oh, how much are they?
Silver total for the 3. With tip if you want to do tip, or like get condiments to go with it.
I'll just give him 2 silver.
Okay.
Thank you, Lilith. This is good.
This is a bribe.
Oh,
This is a bribe. Take it. Take it.
got it. I'll try and not tell him.
We've
Well, also,
seen how
I
well
figured
any
that
secrets have lasted.
Expending that much magic probably makes you hungry. I know it makes me hungry.
These are good.
Aw, she's being thoughtful.
She is. Thanks for getting
Wow,
me 2.
character development.
She got me
You guys
2.
are disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm going to the bathroom.
All right, bye.
But
Okay. Well, we love you for it. Thank you, Mina.
no.
We love you.
We love you, Mina.
Love you, Mina.
All the
An
love.
hour passes. You guys are inside. You see a couple of different people coming out, kind of like smiling happily. There is a Goliath fella walks out. He's got a bloody nose. And then Father Anderson comes out. His Father Anderson is wiping his hand, as like you see a little bit of blood on his finger feathers.
What do you do?
He pissed him off, is what he did.
Oh. Welcome back.
Lucy's gonna laugh at him as he walks out. She knows that pain. Just
Same
quiet
hat.
chuckle. Just,
Can Elle like outstretch her hands, just kind of like for a hug?
Like what I did with Joe.
Yeah.
Come. Glad to see you're all right, all of you. Where's Miss Lilith and that dwarven fellow?
They're outside.
Think they're still out there. We heard some commotion.
Frank, yes.
There's a thud on
Yeah.
the roof.
You need to get that pad.
Oh, it's probably some of our security. Might have been heckling Lilith.
Wouldn't surprise me.
At her arm a little bit, just like, hold on.
What can I do for all of you? Glad to see you're back in the city. How was your vacation?
I hate nature. Low-key a little bit.
Yeah.
Too much.
It was not a
Too
great
much.
time.
It was not- I broke my leg twice.
But, yeah.
I broke my leg
I
twice.
fixed it.
Nearly drowned. Nearly got buried alive.
I think nature hates you. I'm not there, but I'm just saying.
Oh shit, Gaia's got against you.
Throwing shade.
Damn nature. Whippersnippers.
I mean, Lucy, you can
So
show him your
what can I do
arms.
for you? Dax, are you here because it's the anniversary?
Anniversary.
Hey.
Mm.
You said you were single.
It's more of a memorial
Oh.
anniversary.
I was trying to I was like, I did not realize that today was that day.
You forget every year because I usually find you at the bottom of a bottle of bourbon.
Oh, you should have.
Fine!
We had whiskey. We could have just had fun.
Man, I love random lore drop that I was unaware of.
Lucia.
What is today? October 3rd? October 4th?
It is October 6th.
Ah, yes. Show so well pay attention. Out of game, I was asking what day it was. 'Cause I don't...
Yeah, I should have. Today's the 5th, and I said tomorrow is my date with Margaret. We're going to the beach hard.
That would be on the 7th. Today's the 6th. You guys got into town on the 5th, which was was last night.
Mm.
Okay, so now it's the 6th. Got it.
I mean, I wasn't coming here because of that. Probably should have remembered, but you know, just kind of push those things down. Actually,
Is it about your brother? Lucy's just gonna kind of like slyly say like, about your brother?
Yes. Yep, sure is. Just kind of awkwardly shift in place, because, like, oof.
It is now awkward.
That's not what I came here for, but
Well,
hoping you
I already
could.
opened the catacombs and people have already paid their respects. I was waiting for you. It's kind of late in the day for a visit.
I mean, they've already left, haven't they?
Your parents? Yes.
But, I mean...
They were wondering where you were. This is like, it's just one of the 4 days out of the year you're willing to talk to them.
Is it willingly?
You have no choice how about that. I make you sit and talk to them.
Kinda wish I would have come tomorrow.
You can always just leave you with your peace. I mean, we did kind of come out and I'm sorry.
And that's what we're in tonight's session.
Oh, dang!
Oh my god.
That's his parents!
That's honestly what I walked into, and I'm shocked.
Dax
And
isn't...
Dax's parents alive and well. Her parents are alive and well.
Like, I love how we all just assume that our parents are dead, except for the fact that we know that, like, my dad is still alive. And, like...
But
that's
it's
it. We
Dungeons
just,
and
like-
Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have alive parents. Something's wrong if they are.
Nope, they are actually very alive and very well.
My
Last I
mind
talked to
going,
them.
oh, what day is it? Damn, anniversary? Wow, that's weird. Oh, we're
Oh.
at church. Oh.
Hmm.
Oh, we're still going.
Well, thank you, everyone, for watching. This will be a very interesting thing to catch up on next time. Remember, we're odd rollers. We do it regardless if you're a Virgo or not. Have a good night.
Oh my god.
Stopping stream in 3, 2, 1, boom.
Virgo!
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, man.
Is it really stopped now, Josh?
What's the best
Absolutely.
freaking stream?
Is it though?
Yeah,
Holy
so-
No, it's not. We're still moving.
I hold your lives hostage with the internet!
Let